on your screen. I'll be with the one and only Kevin from the main group of voicemail.
Yo, check it out, Skill and Steady. I don't know, this is the boy Kevin V. I'm here to say, yo, check me out live. Wait down and tell the people. NTV, Kenya's #1 station this Saturday.
From 10 p.m. Hey, you know that.
You don't want to miss it. You don't know. Hosted by the beautiful Miss Katiwa and the whole entire crew. Check me out. Make sure I'm see it. You see?
In your paper this week, region running on debts. From International Monetary Fund loans and grants, countries are struggling to balance their books. Africa Continental Free Trade Area countdown. E-commerce to unlock trade. Plus our opinion leaders. Restless Horn of Africa. Without climate security, there's no peace. For these and more stories, get your copy of the East African.
Hey everybody!
Every day, you hear news reports about the violence that children face.
We face sexual violence that tears our lives apart. We are beaten in our homes while we're supposed to be safe and even in school. We are insulted and berated.
If you see me being sexually abused, stop it.
If you see me being beaten, stop it.
If you see me being hit, stop it.
If you see me being bullied, stop it.
The violence against us will not end until you stop it. And the stories will remain the same until you change them.
Any form of violence against children is wrong. Report cases of abuse to a trusted adult, children's officers, the police, or call the Child Helpline 116. Spot it and stop it.
Union Pay cards are widely accepted at POS and ATM nationwide. Union Pay cards can also be widely used for e-commerce payments. These and many more local and international merchants accept Union Pay. Hey Kenya! It's time to earn while you spend with your Union Pay card. Yes, you get 10% back on every purchase, rewarding you as you swipe. Union Pay, your way.
It's looking really good.
For an exclusive fragrance experience, try Nivea Men Deep Impact Body Lotion with a long-lasting woody fragrance, deep moisture, and a fresh skin feel. Make an impact with Nivea Men Deep Impact. Nivea Men, it starts with you.
Welcome to Good Life, where we are all about you. We know that health isn't just about getting rid of aches and pains when you are under the weather. It's more than just prescription refills and medication. It's all about going the extra mile for you. Whether it's our expert advice on skincare or nutrition, perhaps a quick lab test, an on-call doctor, or even basic vital checks like BMI, blood pressure, or blood sugar, we got you. You can also order from our website and enjoy delivery services. Walk into any of our 67 branches across Kenya today and start living the good life. Good Life, we are all about you.
This is NTV.
Na marhaba mpenzi mtazamaji, hujambo popote ulipo, ni sana wakati mwingine tunapokutana katika NTV weekendi. Hiyo si weekendi ya kawaida. Kwa nini tunasema hivyo? Kwa sababu ni siku ya kwanza ya jarida la jimbo, tukiwa tunakujia mubashara kabisa kutoka kaunti nambari 42, kaunti ya Kisumu, katikati mwa jiji la Kisumu, Kisumu City.
Na mtazamaji, tuko katika barabara ya Oginga Odinga, mtazamaji, katikati mwa mji wa Kisumu, mtazamaji, na kumbuka kwamba hapa tu tunakita kambi hadi siku ya Jumapili. Oimore Kisumu, tumekaribishwa vizuri na tutakuletea taarifa kemkem kutoka kaunti ya Kisumu. Salim, hapa wanasema sio samaki,
ni samaki. Na watu wa Kisumu nimestakaribisha sisi kwa furaha mpwito. Na huko Nairobi, mpenzi mtazamaji, tunaye Jen Goiri ambaye yuko standby kabisa, atakuwa na kuletea mengi zaidi katika ulingo wa spoti, na yeye ndiye analikunjua jamvi la NTV weekendi pamoja na jarida la jimbo kwa vipasho usiku huu.
But for the corporate tax, we are going to go back from 25 to 30%. When? By 1st of January.
Wakenya watakiwa kukaza kamba huku serikali ikipania kurejesha ushuru uliokuwa umepunguzwa kwa sababu ya corona.
And let us respect the millions of others who are waiting out there to vote for or against the document in the referendum.
Raila pokezo zaidi ya saini milioni 5 za BBI huku kura ya maamuzi ikizidi kunukia. Yaya alinaswa kwenye CCTV akimpiga mtoto wa miezi 15 au kumiwa miaka 3 gerezani.
Kwanza lazima uje ni kuone uko vipi kwanza. Kama utapendeza na hiyo nitakwambia.
Na katika ulimbwende tunaangazia mitindo mbalimbali ya kumvisha bi harusi mtarajiwa katika sherehe za wapwani.
Na mtazamaji, karibu sana, na mwenzetu wa ishara ni Flora Atieno. Tukianza taarifa zetu ni kwamba gharama ya maisha inatarajiwa kupanda zaidi kuanzia mwezi Januari mwakani, huku serikali ikitarajiwa kurejesha baadhi ya makato na ushuru uliokuwa umepunguzwa kuwapunguzia Wakenya makali ya janga la corona. Kuanzia tarehe mosi mwezi Januari mwaka 2021, ushuru wa mapato na ushuru unaotozwa mashirika uliokuwa umepunguzwa kutoka asilimia 30 hadi asilimia 25 utarejeshwa kuwa asilimia 30 kama ulivyokuwa awali.
Ushuru wa thamani ya bidhaa VAT utarejeshwa kuwa asilimia 16 kama ilivyokuwa kabla ya janga la corona nchini. Hata hivyo, wengi wasio na mshahara au wale wanaopata mshahara usiozidi shilingi 24,000 watazidi kupokea mishahara yao bila kutoza ushuru wowote. Wizara ya Fedha haijaeleza inavyopania kutekeleza mabadiliko haya bila kuhusisha bunge ambalo liko mapumzikoni kwa sasa.
April, May, we came up, and you are aware in the declaration, that we decided to give reprieve to the business enterprises through reduction of taxes like VAT and income tax. But we put a rider that this is going to be temporary. So we intend now to go back and reintroduce and go back to 16% for the VAT.
Na kura ya maamuzi inanukia baada ya shughuli ya ukusanyaji sahihi kuunga mkono BBI kukamilika.
Bila shaka kiongozi wa ODM Raila Odinga ambaye amepokea saini ambazo zimepindukia milioni 5 anasema kwamba safari ya BBI inaendelea, lakini wakati huo huo amemsuta naibu rais William Ruto akisema anajaribu kuvuruta nyuma au anajaribu kupigisha breki treni ya BBI. Vincent Odor ana mengi zaidi katika taarifa hiyo.
Ijumaa hii kiongozi wa ODM Raila Odinga alikuwa katika ofisi ya kamati ya kitaifa ya BBI hapa jijini Nairobi, ambapo alipokea fomu za sahihi za BBI kutoka maeneo tofauti nchini. Kufikia sasa shughuli hiyo imekusanya jumla ya sahihi milioni 5.2. Kutoka eneo la Nyanza walikusanya sahihi 1893, eneo la Mashariki sahihi 1842, eneo la Bonde la Ufa sahihi 1817 na eneo la Kati sahihi 1793 miongoni mwa maeneo mengine. Odinga ametaka tume ya uchaguzi nchini IEBC kuharakisha kuthibitisha sahihi hizo ili kuanza mchakato wa maandalizi ya kura ya maamuzi.
The naysayers out there who claim to be speaking for the people, throughout this process, the people have spoken. Let us respect the 5 million Kenyans who have appended their signatures to this. And let us respect the millions of others who are waiting out there to vote for or against the document in the referendum.
Amekashifu naibu wa rais William Ruto na wandani wake akidai wanajaribu kusambaratisha shughuli ya BBI, huku akipinga mapendekezo yao ya kutaka kura ya maamuzi kuandaliwa wakati mmoja na uchaguzi mkuu wa mwaka 2022.
Wakati wa kutoa maoni ilikuweko. Waliuliza watoe maoni yao na hawakuweza kutoa maoni yao. Hiyo uchaguzi itakuwa na viti, sasa itakuwa viti 6. Kwanza hiyo tayari inakuwa shida zaidi kwa wananchi. Tume ya uchaguzi nataka ipunguzwe. Wengine wanasema sasa ongeza tena ingine ballot ingine ya 7. Kwa watu ambaye hawajasoma, to an elected voter, that is asking for too much.
Viongozi wanaounga mkono BBI wameapa kusonga mbele, huku wale wanaoegemea mrengo wa Ruto wakiendelea kukashifu shughuli hiyo. Kamati kuu ya kitaifa ya BBI sasa inatarajiwa kuwasilisha mswada wa mabadiliko ya katiba ya mwaka 2020 pamoja na sahihi hizo kwa tume ya IEBC ili kuthibitishwa. Vincent Odur, NTV, Nairobi.
Na mtazamaji, tukiendelea, yaya aliyenaswa kupitia video akimtesa mtoto wa miezi 15 amepata kifungo cha miaka 3 gerezani.
Hakimu aliyetoa hukumu hiyo amesema kwamba anatumai hukumu yenyewe itakuwa funzo kwa mayaya ambao wana tabia za kuwatesa watoto wachanga.
Cecil Murugi alifika mbele ya hakimu mkaazi Unisuta Kimayo kwa hukumu baada ya miaka 2 ya kesi kuwa mahakamani. Wakenya walipata kujua kuhusu matendo ya Cecil Murugi baada ya Millicent Njero aliyekuwa mwajiri wake na mama wa mtoto wa miezi 15 aliyekuwa anateswa na yaya. Katika video hiyo iliyonaswa miaka 2, Cecil anaonekana akimdhulumu mtoto huyo. Mahakama ya watoto ya Makadara imemhukumu Cecil Murugi mwenye umri wa miaka 35 miaka 3 gerezani. Kabla ya hukumu hili, Cecil alikuwa ameitaka mahakama kumsamehe, jambo upande wa mashtaka ulipinga vikali. Wazazi wa mtoto huyo wamesema hatimaye haki imetendeka.
All that I can say is that justice has been served to the offender.
As a mother, I'm contented with the ruling that has been done. And I also believe that the period that has been given will be good for the offender to be able to change her ways.
Hakimu amesema hukumu hii itakuwa funzo kwa mayaya wanaotabia kuwatesa watoto. Rozongoi, NTV.
Rais Uhuru Kenyatta amezindua mpango wa kuinua uchumi wa kaunti baada ya pigo lililoshuhudiwa katika baadhi ya sekta za uchumi kwa sababu ya janga la COVID-19. Mpango huu utakaofanyika katika kipindi cha miaka 3 ulizinduliwa katika hafla ya kuanzisha ujenzi wa jengo la Ugatuzi Towers ambao unatarajiwa kujumuisha huduma zote zilizoko chini ya mfumo wa ugatuzi.
Hafla hii ilihudhuriwa na naibu rais William Ruto, mwenyekiti wa baraza la magavana Wycliffe Oparanya pamoja na viongozi wengine. Rais alidinda kuzungumzia sekta ya afya ambayo inakumbwa na changamoto baada ya wahudumu wa afya kutangaza mgomo wao ambao unatarajiwa kuanza siku ya Jumatatu wiki ijayo.
I don't know if now, good morning. Since devolution, it has been our desire to enhance coordination of county government's activities under one roof. Today marks the beginning of the actualization to fulfill this desire by groundbreaking a magnificent devolution headquarters.
In this building, there will be offices for county governments, there will be liaison officers of the Treasury, there will be liaison officers of the ministries concerned, and it will make it, including KRA for that matter, it will make it that much more easy for devolution to succeed. And it will provide the paradigm shift that we've all been looking for a bottoms-up approach to our development than the old trickle-down.
I also wish at this juncture to thank all our development partners who have collaborated with us during this period. But at this juncture, I must also make it clear that while we appreciate your support and look forward to your collaboration, you must always remember that Kenya has its owners, and its owners are 50 million Kenyans. And please, I ask you to refrain from interfering or telling us or trying to direct us in which way we should go.
Wakati huo huo, kamati maalum ya Seneti inayochunguza kashfa ya ufisadi KEMSA sasa inataka wamiliki wa kampuni ambazo zimejumuishwa kwenye sakata hiyo kukamatwa mara moja iwapo watakosa kufika mbele ya kamati hiyo kujibu maswali.
Bila shaka mtazamaji, hatua hiyo ya maseneta inajiri baada ya baadhi ya viongozi wa kampuni ambazo zimehusishwa na sakata hiyo ya KEMSA kukosa kufika mbele ya kamati za Senate, kama anavyoripoti sasa Seth Olale.
Kwa kile kinachoonekana kama kupoteza muda katika uchunguzi wa kashfa ya ufisadi katika KEMSA kwa kukosa kufika mbele ya kamati ya Seneti inayoangazia masuala ya afya nchini, wakurugenzi wa makampuni yanayohusishwa na ufisadi katika uagizaji vifaa vya kinga COVID-19 sasa wako katika hatari ya kukamatwa.
We need a warrant of arrest for this company so that they can be brought here to come and account.
This time round, if they don't come on time and respect the summons, then we will give them an arrest warrant. There's no two ways about this now.
Wabunge hao walikuwa wanazungumzia makampuni ya Brima Grain Stores na Bell Industries Limited ambayo yalikosa kuwasilisha stakabadhi zilizohitajika mbele ya kamati hiyo ya bunge. Aidha, imebainika kwamba kampuni ya Shop and Buy Limited ambayo ilikabidhiwa tenda za jumla shilingi milioni 970 kupitia uagizaji wa vifaa kinga na barakoa ilisajiliwa mwezi Februari, mwezi mmoja kabla ya janga la corona kutangazwa nchini. Aidha, kampuni hiyo ilipata idhini kuwasilisha vifaa KEMSA siku moja baada ya kuomba nafasi hiyo.
Shop and Buy supplied items to KEMSA without the procurement process being completed.
And it is very sad if such companies cannot be able to account, they cannot show accountability.
Wakurugenzi wa zaidi ya makampuni 10 wanatarajiwa kufika mbele ya kamati hiyo, huku tume ya EACC ikichunguza zaidi ya makampuni 50 yanayoshukiwa kuhusika katika ufisadi wa uagizaji vifaa vya matibabu KEMSA. Seth Olale, NTV.
Na tukisonga mbele, Jaji Mkuu David Maraga amesema kuwa hatajihusisha na masuala ya sheria baada ya kustaafu na kuondoka madarakani Januari mwakani.
Jaji Mkuu anasema kwamba ataanza likizo yake Ijumaa ya wiki ijayo na kwamba hatakuwa katika shughuli zingine rasmi za kikazi hadi mwaka ujao atakaporudi kukabidhi ofisi kwa Jaji Mkuu mpya atakayoteuliwa kuongoza Jamhuri ya Kenya.
Hii leo Jaji Mkuu David Maraga alirejea katika kaunti ya Nakuru alikoanza safari yake katika idara ya mahakama kama mwanasheria. Pengine sadfa au kwa kupanga, ilikuwa hafla yake ya mwisho rasmi akiwa na wadhifa wa rais wa mahakama ya juu nchini.
This is a gift to me, because as I said, this is my county, this is my home, This is where I started my legal practice. Although I have not fully decided on what to do, this is like, again, the end of my active legal practice.
Kupanuliwa kwa utoaji huduma za mahakama kwa mfumo wa dijitali kumesaidia kukabiliana na ufisadi katika idara hiyo.
I would like to urge the Kenyans to please embrace technology as we move ahead.
Wakati huo huo, rais wa mahakama ya rufaa amehusisha mrundiko wa kesi katika mahakama hiyo na kuchelewa kuidhinishwa na uteuzi wa majaji 41, kwani baadhi wanatarajiwa katika mahakama hiyo.
By the time the 11 judges to the Court of Appeal are appointed, I'm afraid the backlog of cases in the Court of Appeal will have grown to a level that we will not be able to dispose of.
Mahakama mpya ya Nakuru aliyoizindua Maraga ni ya 20 kati ya 28 kupanuliwa nchini chini ya ushirikiano wa idara ya mahakama na Benki ya Dunia kwa nia ya kuleta huduma za mahakama karibu na wananchi. Bridget Ngana, NTV, Nakuru.
Mtazamaji, taarifa yake Bridget Ngana inatufikisha tamati ya sehemu yetu ya kwanza. Jarida la Jimbo linakujia mubashara kabisa kutoka kati mwa jiji la Kisumu, Kisumu City. Kwa upande wangu wa kulia naona wazee wamejaa, wazee. Upande huu mwingine naona vijana, mashababu, vijana. Tupeleke mapumzikoni. Unapata mapumziko kidogo, usiondoke hapo ulipo.
Malkia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku. Pata offers zote mahali pamoja ili uongeze zaidi, utume SMS zaidi na ubrowse zaidi.
Wewe usijali, tuma namba ya kila supplier kwa hiyo soko. Enda Jubilee nitaongea na kila mmoja wao. Mwaka sasa. Unajua leo ndio siku yangu ya kutafutia hii mmea yangu bei nzuri sokoni. Na kuna mtu nimepewa namba yake nimpigie nimuelezee polepole. Ndio unajua na mama wengi sana huko sokoni. Ni ofa gani mzuri leo?
Very good. Piga star 444 hash utunukiwe. Gredo double.
Sio kwangu, rudi.
Kuchukua selfie ni kuchukua control ya future yako. Buy an Quick or Insti HIV test kit from your local pharmacy or through My Dawa. Hurry and get yours today at 150 Kenya shillings for a limited period of time. To talk to someone on how to use the test kit or interpret the test results and what to do next, call 1190. Amua kujua. Chukua selfie.
Puka giza sasa na mshumaa wa Sumo. Mshumaa wa Sumo umetengenezwa kwa bidhaa bora zaidi na unakufaa wakati wote. Kila mara unapowaza kuhusu mwangaza katika nyumba yako, waza mshumaa wa Sumo. Unachomeka polepole bila kumwagika na hauishi haraka, hauna moshi wala harufu. Jipatie mshumaa wa Sumo katika duka lililo karibu nawe kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, tembelea afisi zetu katika barabara ya Ndume Road, mkabala na Lungalunga Road, nyuma ya Carton Manufacturer, karibu na stage ya matatu ya Sinai. Unaweza pia wasiliana nasi kupitia 0722575619 au 0736028181. Ni mshumaa wa Sumo Kando kutoka Rock Industries Limited.
We are here today to pay our tribute to Dudu. Dudu was full of life. He bit, stung and made people itch at his own will. He spread malaria with great pride. To the family, stay strong and believe that the larvae he has left behind will follow in his wings.
I heard he was killed by mosquito. His family does not know yet. I said he was killed by mosquito.
Mosquito kills mosquitoes, cockroaches and all household insects.
Kufedi!
A product of Osho Chemical Industries.
To help fight the spread of coronavirus, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in Kenya.
For 50 years, Kenya Reinsurance Corporation has been a reliable provider of reinsurance security and services for most classes of insurance business to over 265 companies in over 62 countries in Africa, Middle East and Asia. Guided by strong core values and certified on 2 global ISO standards, Kenya Re aims to provide seamless stability. To ensure we serve our customers better, we have regional offices in Cote d'Ivoire, Zambia and Uganda. Kenya Re, celebrating 50 years of reinsurance excellence.
Rhino Mabati Factory Limited is a manufacturer of custom-made roofing mabati up to 6.5 meters that save up to 25% on off-cuts cost. We offer fast free delivery countrywide. You can now enjoy our Christmas mega sales on all tile profile charcoal grey matte finish gauge 28 at only 645 shillings per meter. Visit any of our factory showrooms in Kitengela along Namanga Roads or Meru Makutano.
In Kenya, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Brushing with Pepsodent removes bacteria and repairs tiny holes before they become cavities. Because every smile matters.
Naam, shukran sana kwa kuendelea kuwa nasi mtazamaji. Tupo tu katika kaunti ya Kisumu. Serikali ya kaunti ya Kisumu inajizatiti kuhakikisha kuwa biashara ndogo ndogo zinapigwa jeki kupitia ujenzi wa masoko ya kisasa.
Na licha ya changamoto za ukosefu wa fedha za kutosha, serikali ya kaunti imejitahidi kujenga mazingira bora kwa ajili ya wafanyabiashara wadogo kuendesha shughuli zao ndani na nje ya jiji hili la Kisumu.
Yeye ni mmoja wa maelfu ya wafanyabiashara waliopata nafasi katika soko jipya la Chichwa lililojengwa kwa uhisani mkubwa wa serikali ya kaunti ya Kisumu. Akoth anaungama kwamba awali wafanyabiashara walikiona cha mtemakuni hususan msimu wa mvua za masika.
Nilikaa chini na serikali yetu ya kaunti, gavana wetu mpendwa Profesa Nyang'nyong'o akatujengea soko letu nzuri Chichwa. Sasa alitumalizia shida yetu ya mvua na jua.
Kundi la vijana la Pasu kutoka mtaa wa Shauri Moyo viungani mwa mji wa Kisumu pia lilinufaika kutokana na mkopo unaotolewa na serikali ya kaunti ya Kisumu. Kundi hili lenye wanachama 35 naendeleza mradi wa ufugaji kuku wenye faida kubwa.
The county government helped us a lot in terms of finance and the necessary requirements we needed to make this project kickstart.
Wizara ya biashara, ushirika na mauzo pia imejenga masoko ya Orowe, Awasi, Kombewa na Katitu na inanuia kujenga masoko mengine 3 kwenye maeneo bunge yaliyosalia.
Concerned about enhancing the business environment, and we do this mainly through the construction of markets. We make sure that in all the sub-counties we are constructing what we call modern retail markets. So far we have done 4. There's one at Awasi, there's one at Orowe on your way to Kisumu from Ahero. We have completed a beautiful one at Kombewa in Seme, and we are going on with the construction of another one at Katitu.
Ujenzi wa soko la Kibuye hali kadhalika umeng'oa nanga na kukamilika kwake kunatarajiwa kubadili mazingira ya biashara sio tu katika kaunti ya Kisumu pekee bali hata katika maeneo jirani.
Kuru market is a modern market that has all the facilities, has all the amenities, has all the services.
Kupitia ujenzi wa soko la Kibuye awamu ya kwanza kwa kima cha shilingi milioni 700, serikali ya kaunti ya Kisumu inanuia kuboresha mazingira kwa wafanyabiashara wadogo na vilevile kupanua uchumi kwa kaunti ya Kisumu na maeneo yaliyo karibu. Zakis Masame, NTV, kaunti ya Kisumu.
Mtazamaji, je, unafahamu mitindo mbalimbali ya mavazi yanayovaliwa na biharusi mtarajiwa katika sherehe za kumfunda mwali au jiko mtarajiwa kama wanavyoziita wengine?
Bila shaka Fatuma Bugu anatupambia makala ya kila Ijumaa ya Ulimbwende kwa kuangazia baadhi ya gauni na mavazi ambayo yanavaliwa katika shughuli za kitchen party.
Ni Ni katika mojawapo ya sherehe za kitchen party au jiko mtawazo kama wanavyoziita wakazi wa hapa Pwani. Ni sherehe zinazoandaliwa kabla ya siku ya harusi ili kumwandaa biharusi mtarajiwa kwa maisha ya ndoa. Kadhalika biharusi mtarajiwa hukabidhiwa zawadi tele na walioalikwa katika sherehe, aghalabu kina mama waliokomaa katika ndoa. Leo kitchen party mwanangu. Uhalisia wa usemi kuwa mwanamke ni nguo hudhirika katika sherehe hizi, kwani biharusi mtarajiwa huvishwa na kupambwa pambe akapendeza kama hurulaini. Mara nyingi huwa anavishwa vazi lililotengenezwa kutokana na kitambaa cha lesi. Baadhi hupendelea kitenge au leso, maarufu sana kwa jumbe za kushushua zilizochapishwa. Wanamitindo siku hizi wameibuka na mtindo wa kumvisha biharusi gauni la kipekee, ambalo kinyume na magauni ya kushonwa yaliyozoeleka, wao hutumia pini kufunga gauni hizi. Mapambo huanza kwa kumpodoa biharusi mtarajiwa, yani anapodolewa hadi anametameta kama vidani vya almasi. Wapo wanaochagua gauni zilizoshonwa, huku baadhi wakichagua mtindo wa kitambaa kinachofungwa kwa pini.
Na hakikisha venye naidunga hata akiinua mikono yeye mwenyewe hawezi mdunga. Kwanza lazima uje nije nikuone uko vipi kwanza. Kama utapendeza na hiyo nitakwambia. Niliona watu wanapata shida sana ile kuenda kwa fundi, umepeleka vitambara vyako, pengine ilikuwa ushonewe baada wiki moja ama baada siku 3, ukifika bado hajashona nguo yako, ameshona nguo za watu wengine. Sasa nikafikiria afadhali nifanye ubunifu kidogo, naweza kumfunga mtu akakwambia mimi sijapenda hii style. Kwa hiyo inabidi ufungue tena. Uanze tena kufunga tena mwanzo.
Muonekano wa biharusi mtarajiwa huwa haujakamilika pasi na kuvishwa kilemba kichwani. Kilemba hicho hufungwa kwa ustadi mkubwa. Wengi hupendelea kilemba kinachofahamika kama gele. Baada ya kupambwa faraghani, biharusi hutoka ukumbini kutangamana na wageni walioalikwa, huku akitembea kwa tungo na matao.
Hili ni mojawapo la vazi la Kiafrika ambalo hutumika sana na wanawake, hasa wasichana, katika sherehe mbalimbali kama vile harusi, sherehe za kuzaliwa, kitchen party, mikutano na kadhalika. Kwa baadhi, kilele cha tafrija hizi huwa ni kucheza densi. Aghalabu biharusi hupendelea kunengua kwa mtindo wa kipekee. Fatma Bugu, NTV, makala ya ulimwengu. Na mtazamaji, taarifa hiyo Fatma Bugu inatupeleka mapumzikoni, lakini nakumbuka kwamba wenzetu Jen Goiri akiwa katika studio Nairobi anarejea na taarifa za spoti, kwa hivyo tulia papo hapo.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku.
Piga *444# utunukiwe Credo Double.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more. Like serving up your best, eating together and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Enjoy the magic of Christmas with Coca-Cola.
All day, we expect our mouth to do all kinds of things. That is why it needs all-round protection. New Oral-B Pro Health toothpaste. Its advanced technology helps prevent both tooth holes and gum problems that can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your teeth, giving them all-round protection. Because your mouth is doing more than you think. New Oral-B Pro Health. All-round protection for your whole mouth.
National Nurses Association of Kenya have about 15,000 nurses in 47 counties. When the first case was pronounced, the whole nation ran into panic. You remember when the first patients were going to the health facilities, the doctors, the nurses were taking off, and you couldn't have blamed them. The only way to defeat this fear was to train these guys and to provide them with a personal protective gear and psychosocial support. Equity actually gave us a check towards training and psychosocial support. We struggled to buy the basic items, the thermal gun, the gloves, the masks, and the sanitizers. We prayed for resources through Equity Group. The first batch of PPE has been distributed to all the counties, and you could feel their joy, their gratitude, because they didn't know where the protective gear would come. They really feel that support from Equity, and they are really appreciative about it.
Man, you got to have game. When it's all sweat, pressure, and anxiety, yet that's just halftime. Stay cool and in the game with Imperial Leather for Men range. Wear luxury. A little luxury goes a long way.
The county government of Kilifi, with approval of His Excellency the Governor, Honorable Amason Jeffa Kingi, has granted 100% waiver extension on all interest and penalty accrued on outstanding land rates and single business permits. Property owners in Kilifi County are advised to take advantage of the waiver period that starts from 1st December and ends on 31st December 2020, on condition that the principal rates and single business permits are paid in full. Property owners are advised to obtain invoices from the Sub-County Revenue Office where the property is located and make payment by depositing cash or banker's check to our bank account. Once the waiver period lapses, the county government will institute all necessary measures to recover any unpaid rates and penalties, including repossessing the property. Tulipe ushuru, tujenge Kilifi.
To help fight the spread of coronavirus, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in Kenya.
Jichanue na data statements. Kujua vile bundles zinatumika, dial *544# and select check balance. Kumbuka pia, the first time you access your data statements, una get 200 MBs completely free.
Karibu katika ulimwengu wa michezo, na ni kwamba kaimu kocha wa miamba wa Kenya Gor Mahia katika ligi ya mabingwa barani Afrika Sami Pams Omolo amesema timu yake imeimarika kuliko wakati ilishinda mabao 2-1 na mabingwa Rwanda APR. Kogalo itapambana na APR uwanjani Nyayo hapo kesho katika mechi ya marudiano ya kuwania nafasi ya kuingia awamu ya makundi ya ligi hiyo.
Mabingwa wa Kenya Gor Mahia wanahitaji ushindi wa 1-0 au zaidi dhidi ya mabingwa wa Rwanda APR katika mechi ambayo wanahitaji kiukweli kuweka juhudi zote ili kuimarisha kampeni yao ya kuingia katika awamu ya makundi ya klabu bingwa barani Afrika. Mechi hiyo ni ya kesho alasiri hapa Nyayo.
Matayarisho wamekuwa vizuri sana, lakini kwa sasa tena kitu inatupatia nguvu zaidi ni Benson Omala amerudi kutoka timu ya taifa vijana. Niko na matumaini kubwa sana ukijana atakuwa anatupeleka mbele na atakuwa anafunga bao. Maana yake ni mfungaji. Na hiyo ndio kitu maybe naweza sema tulikosa kidogo wakati tulikuwa Rwanda.
Lakini uzuri wa hii competition uko na second chance of which tuko nayo kesho na tunatarajia kwamba tutatoka na ushindi.
Walipiga free kick tamu sana.
Naweza sema ilikuwa mzuri, at least ilitupea away goal, lakini haikuwa enough sana kutupea matokeo mazuri, lakini tunatarajia kuwa kesho itakuwa mzuri.
Mechi kubwa kesho unaonaje?
Ni lazima tushinde, so tutajitahidi tushinde ili tuende kiwango kingine kama timu.
Mapema leo asubuhi katika uwanja huu wa taifa wa Nyayo, mfanyi biashara Eliud Owalo alitunuku Kogalo sare.
I actually came to present 40 sets of tracksuits to Gor Mahia Football Club. Yeah, I want to encourage the team to close the 1-goal deficit that we are carrying into tomorrow's leg. I believe it is possible.
Katika mtanange wa mkondo wa kwanza wa mchujo wa kuwania kuingia katika awamu ya makundi ya ligi ya mabingwa barani Afrika, Gor Mahia ilishindwa mabao 2-1 na APR ugenini Nyamirambo. Yoshua Makori, NTV, uwanja wa taifa wa Nyayo, Nairobi.
Kwingineko, aliyekuwa kocha wa klabu ya FC Leopards Thomas Trucha amejiunga na Penang FC inayoshiriki ligi kuu ya Malaysia siku moja baada ya kuacha kazi. Trucha, raia wa Jamhuri ya Czech, alijiuzulu jana baada ya madai kwamba ya kutishiwa kwa wakala wake Prince Charles. Kocha huyo wa zamani wa Township Rollers aliwaongoza Ingwe kuwashinda Tusker mabao 2-1 katika mechi yao ya ufunguzi ya ligi kuu ya soka humu nchini Jumamosi iliyopita. Tayari kocha msaidizi Anthony Modo Kimani ametwikwa mkoba ya kuwaongoza Chui ambao watapambana na Bidco United kesho kutwa ugani Kasarani.
Some Facebook pages were posting that the manager was forcing me to play some players. So I would say, even if he did it, we won.
Na msimu wa mwaka 2020-2021 wa ligi kuu ya kandanda wanawake humu nchini umepangwa kuanza tarehe 12 mwezi huu. Tarehe hiyo iliafikiwa wakati wa mkutano kati ya shirikisho la soka nchini na maafisa wa vilabu vya ligi hiyo. Msimu mpya utashirikisha ligi ya kitaifa na daraja la mwanzo, ambapo ligi zote zitakuwa na jumla vilabu 12 katika kanda mbili. Aidha, ligi iliyopendekezwa ya mkoa inatarajiwa kutambuliwa kama ligi ya daraja la 3 ambayo itakuwa na mikoa 8 kushindana. Na mtazamaji, ni hayo tu kutoka viwanjani pamoja na kutoka kaunti ya Nairobi. Sasa nataka kurejesha katika kaunti ya Kisumu kwa wenzangu Salim Swale pamoja na Nuru Abdulaziz. Bila shaka kesho atatuelezea Omera, why do you speak English? Na swag imetokea wapi? Salim?
Na shukran sana Jane Ngoiri. Na mtazamaji, tuko katika kaunti ya Kisumu kama nilivyokueleza, tunatamatisha hii leo, lakini kumbuka mtazamaji, tuko hapa tu hadi siku ya Jumapili na mwenzangu Salim Swale yuko upande wa pili kule, atakuaga.
Asante sana Nuru, nimesema tusimalize kabla hatujakaribishwa rasmi. Manake ukiingia kwa wenyewe bila hoji utatoka bila kwaheri. Ndugu anakuita nani haraka haraka?
Angilungani zako koyo. Ja Kisumu ka warwako NTV Kisumu. Nyo socha ko signa magbibi yayo wakalo hero kamano.
Asante sana hero kamano mpenzi mtazamaji, na hadi kufikia hapo tunahitimisha siku ya kwanza ya jarida la Jimbo. Kesho ni siku ya pili na tutakuwa na siku ya 3. Kwa sasa nakutakia usiku mtulivu. Dan Mwangi pamoja na Zainab Ismail watakuwa hapa saa 3 kukupigia kwa lugha ya wenyewe wa hapa. Kwa heri.
This is NTV.
Do more to protect yourself and family from viruses that remain on the clothes. Separate laundry that has been exposed and do not shake to minimize the possibility of dispersing the virus through the air. Soaking your laundry in water and hand washing powder does more to kill germs than just a normal wash. After washing, dry your clothes in direct sunlight.
They say we do the expected. We say we're more than you expect. Sunlight, more than you expect.
In Kenya, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Brushing with Pepsodent removes bacteria and repairs tiny holes before they become cavities. Because every smile matters.
For an exclusive fragrance experience, try Nivea Men Deep Impact Body Lotion with a long-lasting woody fragrance, deep moisture, and a fresh skin feel. Make an impact with Nivea Men Deep Impact. Nivea Men. It starts with you.
Any form of violence against children is wrong.
report cases of abuse to a trusted adult, children's officers, the police, or call the Child Helpline 116. Spot it and stop it.
I wish I could have soft and glowing skin.
New Geisha Black Soap with activated charcoal to give you soft and glowing skin. New Geisha Black Soap and New Geisha Moringa.
NTV, turning on your world. The following program has been rated PG. It may contain scenes unsuitable for children under the age of 10.
Hello and welcome to the Weekend Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. We have a great show lined up for you. The winning video on the internet this week has to be this video of a man undergoing a COVID-19 test.
Sasa yanduangalia hata sinjaingia, si wengine wamerelax tu, si kugumisha hivyo, just relax. Ukikaa hivyo utaumia. Haujamaliza?
Shikilia hapo kidogo, huyo jamaa atatuwestia time na ni kama hayuko serious. Hapa ni kama yeye ndio anapimana. We'll come back to him in a bit. We have a great topic that carries a lesson of a lifetime for all of us. One of our guests for this episode is a colleague at Nation. I was very interested in her divorce story, and I'm so happy she agreed to share some insights with us on the show, including how the process feels like when you have to involve the government as a third party. Ndio muachane. Njeri Ngige is in the house. Now, we also have in studio a professional mediator. Having practiced the law for over 20 years, she has very interesting ideas, some of the best ideas on how beef can be solved, ideas that can actually be better for those who opt to fight or for witchcraft. Gladys Wamaitha is in the house. We also have some good vibes from our friends at Telkom Kenya. Kwanza hapo kwa good vibes from our previous episode, May Madhesha commented on my Facebook page akadai alikuwa amengoja sana good vibes na hakuiona kwa hiyo episode yetu imepita. May maze, slide into my DM. You may slide into my DM ni kusort credo ya thao so that you can get a taste of the experience at the Telkom Power Bundle. I'll be sharing more details on the good vibes in a bit, but first, one of the latest measures to control the spread of COVID-19 is the ban on dancing in clubs. If you are caught dancing in a club now, you'll face the music. This is a tricky one because moving forward, entertainment joints may be forced to strictly play reggae music. And this is simply because reggae is the only kind of music that can be danced at the same place. Anyway, nobody can stop reggae. Now, since this COVID-19 pandemic, the entertainment scene has generally been under siege. This also comes at a time when MPs are also reportedly working on a bill to increase the minimum packaging of alcohol to 750 ml. No more mambo ya kakwota. That's how it's been titled. In simple terms, after several requests from Kenyans on the internet, finally, serikali imeamua kuongeza volume. Now, I can't wait for the day that the motion will be tabled in parliament ndio tusikie kwa news vile ma MP wamespend a whole afternoon wakidiscuss bill ya pombe. Haters have claimed that this is probably a ploy by the MPs. So by increasing the minimum packaging of alcohol, wanataka kulewesha wa Kenya mshtukie BBI imepita. And speaking of BBI, there was drama at the Nairobi County Assembly whereby MCAs allied to Governor Mike Sonko were tear-gassed while holding a press conference to prove that they have numbers.
Mheshimiwa, what has happened? Nini imefanyika mheshimiwa?
Si polisi wanatupiga.
Na wakasema wako na 86 signatures.
Yes.
So today we wanted to show the world that we are more than them.
Yes.
Na wali 40 signatures.
Yes.
That was a very sad sight. Someone wants to impeach Governor Sonko na ni kama washamfuta kazi. This could be interpreted as the government's attitude towards unemployment. Hata ile kidogo uko nayo inakujiwa. Now, his supporters don't even understand what the tear gassing was all about, yet the governor supports BBI.
We support the president, we support the rights of Raila Odinga, we support BBI. Hatujakosa. Waliangalia vile wanatufanya.
Now, well, if Governor Sonko is supporting BBI to get his seat back, then it could be true that BBI ni siasa ya kupeana viti. Now, the supremacy battle between Governor Sonko has also taken center stage, with Kenyans torn between the performance and the delivery of the NMS and Governor Sonko's government. Recently, the NMS have been praised in some sections over their efforts to decongest the city. That is with the expected introduction of BRT buses. Hizi mabasi digital. See, my understanding is that matatu zote zitakuwa zinaacha watu huko outskirts za CBD, alafu wana book basi digital kuingia tao. Here's where the decongesting comes in, if you ask me. Kama mtu ana book basi digital, then inamaanisha Kamagera watakuwa na work from home. Kamagera ni makanga, Kamagera ni conductors. Watakuwa na work from home. Ama unawapata cyber. Anaangalia mahali basi imefika. Wawili yede hapo. Now, I love the idea of digitalization of transport. Imagine makanga hata aongei na watu, ana communicate from nyumbani. Watu wa commercial, I think mmefika, you can log out of the bus. In other news, followers of the late Jehovah Wanyonyi have come out to ask for financial support during these hard times, and the claims were presented by Angel Eliab Makoha.
Mimi naitwa Eliab Makoha Masinde. Ni Muisraeli, mshiriki wa Jehova. Mungu ametupea tufanye sadaka kutoka kwa wanyama mpaka kwa ndege yenye inakuliwa, mpaka kitu ya mwisho kabisa unga, hata njiwa. Sisi si ati corona ndiyo imefanya ati tukose tu kuchoma kondo, ni upungufu wa kupata pesa. Leta 10,000 tununue ng'ombe tuweke hapa ama kondo, hata 5,000.
Yes, that is an angel of Jehovah Wanyonyi. I know you have a different image of what an angel should look like, but if we are talking about cute, he is. Anaweza kuwa hana sideburns, lakini akona mwanya. In which case, anafaa aitwe Angel Gabriel. Now, in his request for funds, he asked for 10,000 shillings, a 10,000 shillings donation to buy a cow so that they can offer burnt offering to their God. Hiyo nyama ikishachoma, of course, itakuliwa. All donors kindly note that the 10K, the 10,000 shillings, is inclusive of the toothpick Malaika atahitaji. This being the headquarters of Good Vibes and the courtesy of our friends at Telkom Kenya, manzi, credo usiwahi jipata kwa aibu ndogo ndogo za kuishiwa na credo. Credo imai kuishia ukipea mtu directions. Ukijaribu what amount of airtime do you need kuexplain ya mtu mahali Mwehoko General Shop iko ukiwa Ngara? Unimaginable. Telkom iko na offer inaitwa power bundle. Usiachwe nyuma manze. For as low as 10 shillings only, you can have enough time airtime ya kupiga simu courtesy of Telkom. Vile nasema, and imagine for 10 bob peke yake unapata free Telkom to Telkom calls, free Telkom to Telkom SMSs na free WhatsApp inaitwa power 10. Alafu for 20 bob only unaingia pale kwa power extra unapata free Telkom to Telkom calls, free Telkom SMSs na 100 MBs data for free. Alafu kuna tena power 20 where you get 5 minutes talk time to any network. Alafu free Telkom to Telkom SMSs plus 100 MBs for free. Just dial *544# on your Telkom line to enjoy this offer. Alafu remember, I have 1,000 bob airtime that could be yours. Kuja tu pale kwa mtandao niambie kwa #TheWeekendEdition na make sure umetag at Telkom Kenya. Tell me mali credo imai kuchomea na utaki kujipata kwa nguri kama hiyo tena. Tunachagua tu mmoja, tunakupatia credo ya 1,000 and that's it. In the meantime, *544# on your Telkom line uchangamke na a great offer. To our main topic now on the show. The topic is alternative conflict resolution methods. And again, we managed to get the perfect combination of guests. Two special ladies. One is a colleague of mine who has gone through the divorce process and she has lessons she can share with us. We also have a professional mediator who's practiced law for over 20 years. Gladys Wamaitha and Jerry Ngige are on the other side of this short commercial break. So see you guys in a bit.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku.
Piga *444# utunukiwe Credo double.
I wish I could have soft and glowing skin.
New Geisha Black Soap with activated charcoal to give you soft and glowing skin. New Geisha Black Soap and New Geisha Moringa.
How powerful is the healing power of Vaseline? We applied Vaseline jelly to one leaf, the other we left alone. After just a few days, the difference is visible. Nothing locks in moisture better to keep skin restored. That's the healing power of Vaseline.
Close Up Deep Action with antibacterial formula and deep cleaning gel keeps your teeth clean and protected. Close Up Deep Action. Enjoy long-lasting fresh breath and more.
Geisha aloe vera and honey, made with the goodness of aloe vera to calm and refresh your skin.
Be strong and last long. Be it all, be it all, be it all. Let me see you make your move. Do it all, do it all, do it all.
But on those days, I compromise it all. Either my skin is sensitive or my back's against the wall.
You can have it all. What? Always brings it all.
Okay.
Get it all with new Always 2-in-1. Feather-like softness overall, even on the wings, girl. And rapid dry channels.
Let me see you make a move. Be it all, do it all, have it all.
Always 2-in-1 feathery soft.
It's always a full house this season when the family comes together.
To reconnect.
One thing we do, we watch GoTV. We love it.
It's all about making the holiday special.
For the kids.
That means keeping the GoTV subscription active because they love it.
GoTV is everyone's favorite place this festive season.
Usimiss out. Get GoTV decoder kwa shilingi 1999.
GoTV. Love it.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more. Like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Enjoy the magic of Christmas with Coca-Cola.
Oya ni aje, mimi Jonte Fresh. Mimi ndio nimetambulika hii gikomba yote sekta ya manguo. Jumio transform nguo ordinary za mtush zenye ziuka mna hii harufu ya bale into the freshest igi kosi yote. Siri ni hii Ariel mpya ya pink. Na kushow mtush zinang'ara kung'ara kushinda kamera. So clean, so fresh. Ma customer unaisana na hii story. Ninatumia Ariel touch of down mpya tu.
Avoid the crowds and use your card. Pay with your Absa debit card at any point of sale. Or better yet, shop online. Stay safe.
Every spoonful of Nutri comes loaded with the necessary vitamins, protein and minerals for you and your family to become healthier and stronger. Pick up a pack today from your nearest store. Nutri, every spoonful counts.
Welcome back to the Weekend Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Manze, show ya leo tuko na guest wawili and it's a very very interesting topic. Unajua vile watu mtaani ama mtu yote kawaida tunakuanga na rule fulani informal. Ya watu wakikoseana, watu washikane mkono, ndio watu waheshimiane. As in respect is on the other end of violence. Turns out kuna watu professionally wana practice kusolve issues na wameenda shule for that. Anaitwa professional mediators. As in watu wamesoma to the level, yani watu wamemaster the law properly. So I was very interested in that conversation and thanks to former schoolmate of mine, Davis Mirara, alinisaidia ku get a professional mediator on the show. So one of our guests for this episode ni Gladys Wamaitha. Karibu sana.
Asante sana, I appreciate.
Alafu to make the conversation even more interesting, I was sharing with a colleague of mine, anaitwa Njeri, mtu ni mzito sana, ni pro wa marketing. Ako in the marketing department, anafanya digital na mambo mob, and she's also a friend of mine. So nikipiga naye story, akaniambia story ya the divorce process, how the divorce process is. Nikakuwa I'm curious, anaijua yote ameimaster, nikajiambia why not have them both on the show? Itakuwa hii ni moto. Jerry, karibu sana.
Thanks.
What is the process like legally? Like process ya kuachana through papers. Like you're not together
like what
on
I went
paper
through
from step one.
Okay, so the first step, I'll use my case just so that it puts perspective.
Yes.
The first step was petitioning. So you go to court and petition for a divorce, where it is, as she said, it's adversarial. So you go and accuse the other party of a situation. So for example, attempted murder. She said this, she said that, she did this.
It has to be a serious accusation.
It has to be a serious accusation.
Yes.
Then the other party is served with the petition. Actually, the petition is taken to court. They receive it, they stamp it, and then it's taken to the other party is served, so the second party. So they receive it, they have 2 weeks to respond from the time you receive it. So when you're served, you're given the paper, you signed received. Then they give it back to you. You go find a lawyer. You're given 2 weeks, go respond. So now when you unatafuta matusi, inawekwa in legal terms, sent to the other one.
You package your insults.
You package your insults on paper.
Okay.
With the help of a lawyer.
Okay.
Yes. See
where
we
insult the judge.
Let's the registrar haijafika kwa judge bado.
Okay.
So you go take it to they receive it, respond, then they send it back. So the petitioner receives the response. So they read it again, and they're like, Z, mimi sikukutukana hivyo, wewe ndio ulinitukana hivi. Again, repackaged on paper.
Okay.
Sent back to you, the respondent. Then you decide, are we tutaendelea kutukanana na mapepa ama tu tuache tuende kotini? So that's now where you stop. Then it is taken to court, and then now you're given a date to go to court, and your case is heard. So
in person, ama you send your lawyers wakatukanane on your behalf?
Both can work. So the lawyer calls you and tells you, we've received tuliambiwa tuende kotini on the 15th of December. Satatu, court, gives you details. So you show up, or you call them back and tell them, sana, I'm not interested, I'm not coming. Or your lawyer tells you, I think it's important to be there, come. So you go, or you don't go, the lawyer happens. And so in my situation, the first time we went, it wasn't heard because the other party's lawyer didn't show up. Just like, man, tulikuwa ready. However, so they didn't show up. So that passes, you're given another date. So you come back again. Another party shows up or doesn't show up. Like, okay, go, come back. So that for us on the third try is when now we were heard. So and then in the courtroom, we're given 2 options. It's an open court where everybody comes and listens to your matusis, live tweet, or it's a closed space where you have just you, private, your lawyers, and the magistrate and the clerk.
Matusi sasa
Matusi fresh.
You can't be arrested for insulting someone in court. Ama it's within the legal confines to do that. Ama it's just to show the judge that we cannot stand each other. It's evidence.
Again, because of your, depending on what your goal is. If your goal is to leave this person,
yes,
you will do all that pertains to it.
You have to show up.
You have to show up, you have to do what it takes.
You have to show the devil inside.
It kind of has to happen. But then if you want to stay, you get your tears ready. You prepare, you do all that pertains for your goal to happen.
When I asked Gladys about the definition of mediation, Jerry, nilikuwa nafikiria ataniambia mediation ni aje, watu wanafaa kupigana, watu waheshimiane ama so you come in between, wakupita katikati yao.
Referee.
Yes. Akanionyesha definition na a small experiment.
Okay.
Nikamwambia shikilie, tunaanza na wewe, tu practice hiyo kitu. Si ku practice, tufanye hiyo experiment na wewe, ndio tufungulie hiyo subject.
Sawa.
The floor is yours.
I decided to start an outfit called Strategic Conflict Management that deals with mediation, arbitration, and legal services. Because I believe
all disputes or conflicts can be resolved. Now, mediation is an alternative to litigation. And this is how, because every party has a perspective to a dispute or a conflict.
Yes.
Everybody has a part, and that's why the conflict can be permeated for years on end.
Yes.
All right? So I'll use this bag here.
Yes.
And I'll ask her, describe what you see.
Okay. It's a bag. It's a handbag because it has a clasp and a handle. It has a flap on the the front side, which is what I'm seeing. I can see a gold thing in the middle, like a brand or something. Then it has a little bar with things holding it, and then two clasps on the side where hopefully a strap is. The handle at the top has 1, 2, 3, 4 golden clasps as well, and a leather thing, I assume, on the top. And then it has sides, that's it, and a base.
You're wrong. You're extremely wrong.
No! What do you mean? That's what I see.
But you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. What I'm seeing is what I'm seeing. Like it's there, like it's right in front of me.
But what I see is not what you described. What I see is a bag, a handbag which has a handle.
Yes.
I can only see 2 gold bars, okay? And I see a zip.
There's no zip.
There is a zip.
There's no zip.
There is a zip.
No. It's clasped on this end. It's clasping. It looks like a clasp bag. So but probably the zip is inside.
From my point of view, there is no clasp. There's no gold bar. There's only a zip that closes a pocket. That is what I see.
No.
Now you'll notice that we have different perspective to this handbag.
True.
This handbag is the dispute or the conflict between the two of us.
Yes.
Okay? You're describing what you are seeing from your perspective. And I am describing from my perspective. Yeah. Now, what alternative dispute resolution does, as opposed to litigation, we will go to court and you'll be the winner or the loser. And it's called adversarial. But with alternative dispute resolution, and this is mediation, the mediator allows the parties to see both perspectives of the conflict. So was I right in saying that this handbag, from my perspective, there's only a zip?
True.
And I will say that from my perspective, from your perspective, you are correct. Because now I have seen the whole handbag. So mediation brings the parties to the table. And all the issues are placed on the table. And each party appreciates the other's perspective. So that way, they are able to get a solution or a resolution to the problem. And each party is and appreciates and understands where the other person was coming from. That you can't do in court. Because in court, we all have our positions. And we are going to defend our positions. Just like you tried to defend your position, describing this handbag. Right?
Yeah.
But in mediation, in the round table, all parties are allowed to bring their perspective to the table. And through that description or the sharing or communicating, because by the time you're coming to the table, or even the time you're going to court, you're not communicating. But with mediation, you're allowed to communicate. Pour out your heart and say what has been disturbing you. And as you pour out your heart, the mediator is able to identify the interests and the needs that you have pertaining that particular issue. And then those interests and needs are addressed and resolved.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That experiment for me was mind-blowing. Kabisa, kabisa. That beats any explanation, yeah? This is how you do it. And this how, as in, this is what this means. And then my question would be, from that, in Amanishati, when you have people, this party and this party, come pour out your heart, in your years of experience, haufikangi mahali uambia, piganeni basi, as in...
We are trained to handle emotions. Yes. Wow. Because sometimes they are outbursts, yeah, and because of the interest and the need that is in that person, they've got the opportunity now to express it so that the other party can feel and see and understand how that issue pains that particular party.
Oh.
You have to, as a mediator, must facilitate the parties to reach a solution that is amendable to them.
And is it like, must it happen in a legal framework? Yeah, you have an appointment at this time or that time. Ama there can also be emergency mediation services.
Yes.
Like they came to the services, they benefited to some point. I'm not sure of the success rate of mediation, but I'm assuming people are mediated, watu warudi pamoja, alafu waende wakosane tena. Can they have emergency services? Kuja uongee na huyu. Do you have that?
Okay, strategic conflict management handles commercial, civil, land, employment and labor, and family disputes and conflicts. It is a service, a company that is available to all to provide those services. So if you have an emergency, it's just to make a call. The mediators are available to handle any dispute or conflict that any party would have. There is no dispute or conflict. You cannot avoid conflict.
Yes.
It's inevitable because we are human and we are living, yeah? But how you manage that conflict so that you restore relationships, and that's our slogan at Strategic Conflict Management. Our slogan is to restore relationships, and we'll do anything to ensure that those relationships are restored.
And of course, for relationships, they are easy to mediate. People come to an understanding. Time heals everything, I understand. Yes. But do you have a special insurance for land disputes? I'm assuming I wouldn't just go just because I'm learned, just because I'm a trained mediator, niende kuongea na mtu amebeba panga.
Kama mtu amebeba panga, that's danger.
Oh, that's where you draw the line.
That is danger. And you have to use, even as a mediator, and a person who's going to try to help the parties communicate, you also have to use wisdom.
You have to know how to climb a tree.
Yes.
Jerry,
yes.
Just for our audience, kwa wale watu wanataka kujua how long to wait before committing to marriage, how can they find you?
Say that again?
For those people who would wish to know how long to wait before getting married, as in date someone for 10 years to avoid the risk of divorce when you're ready.
I don't think time really will tell, because you can date somebody for 2 weeks and they end up being the most amazing person, or even get into an arranged marriage and it is fantastic, bliss, and you live for long. Yes. And you can date someone for 10 years and you get divorced within 6 months of marriage. So I think it's just your commitment to living together and solving conflicts.
Okay. And as a brand, what wanakupata wapi?
Njeri Ngige, Sunny Like Njeri on Instagram, Sunny Like Njeri on Twitter, Njeri Ngige on Facebook.
Asante sana. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. Madam Gladys, how do people find you? Because I'm sure kuna watu wanangangania shamba and they're very happy that they watched this show.
Okay. You can reach us on Safaricom 0743 272 186 or through email gladys@scmafrica.com.
Okay, sawa sawa basi. Meipata hiyo. I hoped you enjoyed fighting as myself, but kama mtaki kufight, please reach Gladys on the contacts shared. Asanteni sana kwa kukuja show yetu. Manzi. That's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.
Kuchukua selfie ni kuchukua control ya future yako. Buy an Oraquick or Insti HIV test kit from your local pharmacy or through My Dawa. Hurry and get yours today at 150 Kenya shillings for a limited period of time. To talk to someone on how to use the test kits or interpret the test results and what to do next, call 1190. Amua kujua. Chukua selfie.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more. Like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Enjoy the magic of Christmas with Coca-Cola.
Ukikwama utaambia nini watu? Waambie bra, when I gotta go, I gotta go. Ay, sweetheart, kwani lori imekata break? Bra, when you gotta go with Neptune.
Neptune, toilet paper for wherever you are.
NTV, turning on your world. The following program has been rated PG. It may contain scenes unsuitable for children under the age of 10.
A very good evening to you and welcome to TTTT. My name is Amina Abdi Babar at the Trend Live on Twitter. Before you get to meet my panelists, let's find out what was trending this entire week, starting off with Eric Omundi.
We woke up today at Big Time Entertainment to this illegal NMS site closed 30th November 2020. I'll tell you what's going on, yeah?
All right, well, Eric Omondi vows to fight to ensure the studio remains in the Lavington area after NMS declared the place a non-commercial area. No food at the funeral. That's it. Just no food at the funeral. Find out why. Police are in hot pursuit for Boda riders who assaulted a motorist. Was it necessary? Now, can we say that the year is ending on a high note for the marijuana consumers? Stick around and know why. Of course, please tweet us your opinions, your 2 cents on any of the stories that we're going to be discussing tonight. I've got Cindy and Terence. Hi, guys.
Hey, Amina.
Good evening.
Hi.
Good to see you. Good to see. I was telling Terence pesa kidogo shati ina match viatu.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
I see that now.
Vegetarian.
Yeah. All natural, in and out.
Eating healthy.
Yeah.
All the way.
Why do you look like you were running, Terence? Where'd you come from?
What were you doing? Why are you sweating? Why are you out of breath?
I was late. How you know traffic nini. Almost got fired, but thank God.
You were? Oh gosh. All right. Well, here you are. So good to see you. Now let's start off with the very first story. Now, the Ministry of Health, rather, has banned feasting at funerals, as the country's COVID-19 cases jumped to 84,169 this past week on Tuesday, after 551 more people tested positive in the last 24 hours. Duration of the service must not exceed an hour. No food is to be served. Cindy, does this sit well with your kith?
No!
Because
how can we, we can go to a funeral and we are not chamoring something. A DL or something has been slaughtered. You were just there in Maumbeles. And you know, us Jangos, we start crying from like 6 in the morning. And then after that, the only thing I have is water. Ata kuna kachai ka uji, please. That will not fly. Imagine.
This is a ceremony.
It cannot fly. We must mourn the dead and then we must feed our soul.
But it's also for a very prolonged period of time, Cindy.
Yeah, well, I know it is, but the thing is, food is a cultural thing. That is why when you invite somebody into your house, if they're nice people, because you know, I mean, these days people are just shitty as hell, but if they're nice people, they'll say, karibu chai, karibu kitu. Now, funerals, and it's not even just us guys, us jangos, across the board, funerals, weddings, they are cultural things, they are rites and stuff like that. It ends in a meal because the meal is celebration. It's not just the hunger part.
Yeah.
So saying that, you know, that is going to be cut aside, I totally understand the Ministry of Health, but I just feel, history ya machakula na ma MP bado wana, you know, tanga kila mahali, what is going on?
But then it's swali tu Cindy, mnatoanga wapi nguvu ya kukula kwa matanga?
What do you mean? Oh, because it's a sad
moment.
Affair.
You're the people who come to celebrate someone's life.
Sadness is exhausting. It takes so much emotions to be sad. So you need to nourish yourself afterwards.
I like how you said that there are people you wouldn't serve, Cindy. You want to tell me there are guests who'd come to your house and you'd be like, so, asante kwa kuja.
You know, there's some people who are so shit. Let me tell you, Amina, shame. And I'm telling anyone who's watching, if you come into the house of a person, unajua kuna watoto wadogo na wanakula, acha hujabeba maziwa. You're coming there to eat their bundles and finish the electricity. Shame on you, where were you raised?
Oh my gosh.
Cindy, kuna wale wabaya wanakuja na maziwa na mkate. Unawaserve chakula yako yenye umepika. Alafu wakimaliza nakwambia ningependa tumalize na chai na mkate.
Si but nilileta hebu tumalize
kila break even.
Bring milk, bring blood. I mean, ndizi ni 10 bob, tatu mbao.
Hapa tukue wazungu tu, ngojea tukule ndio tuendelee.
Yeah.
No, but it's true. Everyone should carry something. It's only polite. It's only polite. Okay, so now it's 1 hour. How about the duration? 1 hour, is it too short?
An hour is very short.
An hour is very short. I agree.
It's very short,
Yeah,
but
I
we
agree.
totally understand the times are different. My heart still breaks at how Charles Bukeko was hurriedly buried. I still hope that with time we'll be able to have a grand ceremony for a grand person like that. And I think the reason why it was so shocking was they were not given enough time to mourn. They weren't given enough time to celebrate him, and you know, just rushing everything. You just feel like this person did not get a chance to be remembered, to be mourned, to be grieved.
I think what we can do, let's now extend hizi siku za kuomboleza than za kuzika. Si hapo kwa kuzikana ndio wanasema watu wasipikiwe ama. But I think there's a certain community which is being targeted.
Yeah,
targeted. That was me.
You're being targeted.
All right, so now this one, I don't know how you feel about it. The dance floor is now a no-go zone for revelers. An establishment will be required to implement them before they can be granted a permit to sell alcohol in their premises. So, no more ati love stories zenye zilianza pale kwa dance floor. You know, it all started in the dance floor. Oh, ati we're imagining how you guys met. Alikuwa na shoki, mkapatana pale chini. Ukamwona akakuona. No, it's not going to happen anymore. Terence?
There's a lot that happens on the dance floor. Sasa those vibes are going to die, like what you have said.
Yeah.
but it's also going to save a lot.
Especially us women.
You women, I'm us men.
No, I feel like us women. You're uko on the dance floor, you're having a good time. Kuna kachali lazima kanakuja nyuma yako. Uninvited.
Unasikia kihewa kimekupiga hapa kwa shingo.
Kahewa tu kanakushika nata maji hujakunywa, maji yake hujakunywa.
Na unajua pia itasaidia mapinji. Unajua hapo kwa dance floor ndio mtu uibiwa. Ukienda hapo ku dance unaokota wallet kisirisiri, ukienda kuifungua unakutania ID yako.
Let me tell you, I watch.
Ni wewe umeibiwa.
Unajua kuna wase hiyo usiku wakikam job. Unaona sili the way you've gone to have a good time.
Yeah.
Kuna wase wamekuja job. So yani najua nikitoka hapa nisimukai 4-5.
Why are we killing employment?
Self-employment. This is terrible. All right, so now Cindy, what do you think about that? I mean,
I love dancing, and you know, club culture has changed. Back in the day, every club in town had a dance floor. This is, I think, the only one.
Yeah.
If
one?
If is there, I don't think there's any that has. So either way, dance floors don't exist.
Yeah.
I just feel like the whole COVID measures are always about alcohol, dancing, nini, but there are so many, and I keep saying there are so many other restrictions. I mean, go to Landis Road right now, ukienda Kamkunji, hakuna COVID rules huko.
Hakuna mask.
Hakuna mask, hakuna kitu. Cross the highway, enda huko Ocha kwetu Homa Bay, hakuna mtu anavaa mask Homa Bay.
But I think hata hiyo bar, sasa hizi bar naona zinafanya concert. Umesomea tusiende kwa dance floor. Hapa tunangoja Samido wetu ingie tumefinyana hivi. Tumeshawa your distance.
Yes.
So wacha hata hiyo basi hiyo floor basi ndio at least to space out.
Dance floor will not cause corona. I mean, it
just doesn't make any sense to me how all these rallies take place, but then for some reason
anyway, wacha tusikize tu serikali.
Na only for the people who are going to the bars and the people who are going to the clubs, it just doesn't make any sense. But what do you think about it though? At the Trend Live on Twitter, tafadhali tupe maoni yako mpenzi mtazamaji. Tutapunga hewa kidogo alafu tutarejea. Tuko na hadithi. I can't even.
Wala hula.
Hinga walinena pale utapokuja. We're taking a break. We're going to be back with more stories. You're watching TTT.
Take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Enjoy the magic of Christmas with Coca-Cola.
Geisha Shea Butter and Honey. Made with the goodness of shea butter to moisturize dry skin.
Be strong and last long.
Rock Plastic Tips. Rock plastics are made with 100% virgin raw material. Rock plastics come with new and different unique designs.
Rock Industries brings you rock plastic with a variety of kitchenware, ranging from kitchen dishes, cups, plates, clothesline pegs, spoons, and even rulers for learners. These and more products, contact our offices on 0722 575619 or 0736 02 8181.
When it comes to pimple care, Acne's Creamy Wash contains multiple vitamins and removes excessive oil and dirt. Acne's Toner rejuvenates skin. Acne's Sealing Gel fights bacteria. Use Mentholatum Acne's for clear and smooth skin every day.
Fresh Fry Premium Cooking Oil now has a new look and an advanced spout and seal. Triple refined, zero cholesterol and natural vitamin E. Fresh Fry, always heart friendly. Now it's even more cooking friendly. Fresh Fry, the premium cooking oil for healthy living.
Jichanue na data statements. Kujua vile bundles zinatumika. Dial *544# and select check balance. Kumbuka pia, the first time you access your data statements, una get 200 MBs completely free.
Every spoonful of Nutri comes loaded with the necessary vitamins, protein and minerals for you and your family to become healthier and stronger. Pick up a pack today from your nearest store. Nutri, every spoonful counts.
Na tumerejea, asante sana. I cannot do those Swahili shows. Welcome back, you're watching TT.
Nasema nini isipokuwa tu
put your hands like this.
Amina.
I don't know what is it about Swahili.
Did you just do this? That's a different one.
No,
that's like Jarastafari.
Oh, that's the Rasta one.
But this is the Swahili is this one.
Oh, Swahili ni hivi.
Oh, ni hivi.
Naam, asante kwa kujiunga nasi jioni ya leo wa Sadakta wa Salan, nikikaribisha mwenzangu Amina na msichana aliye na nywele zisizoeleweka Cindy.
I'm a River Lake Nile. I don't speak Swahili.
Wacha kuharibu lugha.
Okay. Now listen, Inspector General of Police Hilary Mutyambai has condemned an incident in which a number of riders were captured on camera attacking a motorist in a video which has now since gone viral. The rogue boda operators were recorded attacking a driver on Thika Superhighway after he reportedly hit their colleague. Now I know they do this all the time. Once you don't even know where they come from. This has happened to me personally as I was driving from Mombasa.
Seriously?
And then you hit one of them, they come from, I don't even
There was
like
no
one.
dial.
There was no one. There were almost 50 or 60 of them. They wanted to beat us.
Yeah.
They wanted to, I don't know what else they could have done. It was me, my sister, and my brother in the car. I was scared to death. And I'm so sure this has happened to so many people. They come they come to defend their guy.
Yeah.
Who they don't know.
Who they don't know, but they
who
are
they
together.
don't know the mistake. Nani akona makosa.
Hawajui, lakini wanajua huu ni mse wetu wako juu ya nduthi, inamaanisha huyu mse mwenye ako kwa gari alikuwa anamdhulumu na tunaenda hivi. It's kaende.
That's a very bad behavior.
It is a very bad.
But I just want to ask one question. Just like the same, there's a guy I think in that crowd who asked, nyinyi wakati mnaua mtu, nani anawapiganga?
Yeah.
And how many times have these guys knocked ama kicked your car?
Very
now
many.
Oh my gosh.
Guy
even just
Side
yesterday. Terence umesema just yesterday.
Juzi I was driving with my wife.
I
saw a pikipiki guy. Ameibia waria kama wenyu. So sisi tuko kwa dirisha tunaona shika pikipiki ishaenda. So hawa watu wanatumia hizi tabia, and as you can see kwa hiyo gari wamevunja kioo na kuna wenye walikuwa shaingia and I think walipora huyu jamaa.
Yeah.
My question is, wakati hawa wase wanagonganga mtu na wasimami, nani hauliza? Mbona tusiapai utu kwa situation kama hii? And then it is not your case kama a fellow bodaboda megongo na mtu wa gari. Hiyo ni kesi. Ni kesi na inahitaji polisi. Wewe ulikuwa polisi lini? Wewe ulikuwa polisi lini? Nani amekwambia uanze kumpiga? And then you are taking advantage because wewe uko na crowd na uko na supporter.
And not all of them know how to ride. A lot of them teach themselves on the road.
Yeah.
You know, and almost every single day, and I don't know if Cindy you can say the same with Terence, I see an accident involving a Buddha rider.
Yes.
Almost every single day.
Absolutely. One of my Buddha friends is called Hari. He's getting married. Congratulations, Hari. Hari was telling me a lot of the reason why they're together is because they say that motorists do not respect them on the road. So they act like the road is only for four-wheeled cars and not for motorcycles. That's what they say.
I disagree.
So they have so much, and then on top of it, wanadhulumiwa na watu wakanjo kila wakati wanashikwa na karao sijui what. So they always feel that they are their own best friends and they have to defend each other because aside from their group, nobody understands them and defends them. He gave an example. Anasema ati, wako nyuma ya basi inasimama tu, ma3 inasimama tu kubeba, uko you hit the back of the bus. Ama you're just driving through its traffic, somebody opens the door, he hits you. So they say them they are at bigger risk than.
Okay, first of all,
that's why they are very.
They are directing their anger to the wrong people.
No, I understand their anger. I'm just saying that that's not how
to deal with the situation.
That's not how you deal with that situation. And also, Cindy, when you open the door and then there's a rider who hits you, you didn't do that intentionally.
Yeah.
But them, when they're trying to squeeze in the midst of traffic, trying to, use the wrong side of the road all the time, that is intentional. And that can cause an accident and kill people.
Yeah.
So they have to be a bit more responsible. And I understand that they want to defend one another. So when you come into the situation, there's already a lot of tension. What to tell wanapigana, jaribu kuwatuliza. Find out what is wrong. Help your person, your nudhi guy. But don't come and just beat someone. You don't even know what has happened.
They are good riders na kuna wale wabaya. Ask me, I had pikipiki niliuza zote. Kesi kila siku. Huyu ameruka pavement. Ametukana kanjo. Anaongelesha polisi vibaya. Juu anajua mdosi atamtoa. Nisema
Wacha ikae.
Ziende.
Tuanduthi kanjo ni 15,000.
Why unasema nini? Wewe niulize nikwambie.
15,000 tuanduthi kanjo. Guys, do you even make that much money now?
Alafu niambie imeshikwa mara 3.
Oh, aparo mtu wako anduthi pia yana kutana na kila mtu kwa nini? He's becoming a liability usually. Tibati mbaya. Now, the United Nations Commission on Narcotic Drugs has removed marijuana from its list of most dangerous drugs. All right, there you go. Most dangerous substances. Now, in a statement, UN said marijuana will now stay on a list of Schedule 1 drugs alongside cocaine, fentanyl, oxycodone, and others, which requires the highest international control levels. Now, in short, marijuana is not yet off the hook. So, mkishikwa, ati sijui tulisikia pale walikuwa wanasema nini? Wewe ndio venye utajitetea. Let me start with Terence because he's in green.
Yes, this is what I'm going to say.
Cindy,
now, since you also sound like you consume.
Cindy, I think this is the time we have to take our hands back here.
Yes, Naya.
Yes, watu wa base tumepata hiyo info na tungesema Kivela Kitembe, Kivela Kitembe.
First of all, there are too many names.
But what I would like to say,
yeah, Vela. I heard that from the Sauti Sol song.
Kivela, but I'll say
that's what that means.
That's what that means. Siwezi
welcome Bushi girl.
Siwezi wacha pombe. Yeah.
Kivela.
But
what I would say, kuna mali, I know through my study, kuna mali huko US, sijui wapi wanatumia kama medicinal use. I don't know if hiyo direction nataka kuchukua Kenya, so far kama tutaweza kuitumia kama ile dawa inafaa kwa prescribe. I don't know. So I'm really scared. And I know Kenyans with freedom. Ile siku hii freedom itatokea. Mtapata mtu hapo nje ya church.
It's so true. Tunakumkoleta alimwenye na viral hapo nje ya police station. Alikuwa anajaribu nini by the way? I don't know what was happening with that young man. No, he got into so much trouble because he decided to light up a joint right outside the
Trust me, he's doing that and it's not legalized, na ikilegaliziwa.
Imagine.
Sijui sasa watafanya
nini. So mimi I'm scared for
just because us Kenyans are peculiar, we can't handle things like this. Just go extreme, I feel. Medical marijuana actually has benefits. For somebody like me who works in the cancer field and know cancer patients who have used medical marijuana, the oil and stuff, it actually helps in pain relief and that kind of thing. I see a couple of, I think we even talked about it on the trend, there's a legislator who was agitating for weed. I cannot trust. If an MP comes and says, oh, let's legalize weed, that one is to make money
for himself.
For himself and his people, and the weed will not be good, it won't be pure, it won't be the kind that is helpful.
So you know the difference.
I know, I was just about to be like,
you are told.
Okay, well, let's take a break and you tell us more about the ones that so which one exactly is it that you get?
Let's take a break.
You know, my friend told me,
don't do drugs, stay in school. By don't drop pays and jokes, squeezy as in so stay in school, kids. Stay in school, kids. We're about to take a short break. When we get back, what do you guys think about wife material? Erica Mondi now has a brand new show. Trying to look for a wife. What's happening? What's going on?
I've talked no, me, I'm still in that marijuana store.
Okay, let's take a break. We get back and hopefully Cindy will tell us
more about Mondi.
More about where you get the good stuff.
Malkia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku.
Piga *444 hashi utunukiwe Credo double.
It's about time we got to work. There we go. Red Bull gives you wings.
Kuchukua selfie ni kuchukua control ya future yako. Buy an Oraquick or Insti HIV test kit from your local pharmacy or through My Dawa. Hurry and get yours today at 150 Kenya shillings for a limited period of time. To talk to someone on how to use the test kits or interpret the test results and what to do next, call 1190. Amua kujua. Chukua selfie.
Go ahead is believing to make each day a brighter day. The
confidence to create opportunity. It's those small acts that go a long way. Going ahead is us changing our communities to go ahead. Now, that is the Kenyan spirit.
Kuenda mbele ni roho ya Kenya.
Union Pay cards are widely accepted at POS and ATM nationwide. Union Pay cards can also be widely used for e-commerce payments. These and many more local and international merchants accept Union Pay. Hey Kenya! It's time to earn while you spend with your Union Pay card. Yes, you get 10% back on every purchase, rewarding you as you swipe. Union Pay, your way.
To help fight the spread of coronavirus, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in Kenya.
In Kenya, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Brushing with Pepsodent removes bacteria and repairs tiny holes before they become cavities. Because every smile matters.
This is NTV.
Tonight, Kenyans just can't catch a break. COVID-19 tax breaks are coming to an end.
But we put a rider that this is going to be temporary.
So tighten your belt and pinch those coins. It's bound to get bumpy in January.
Also tonight, in this episode of Heist and Seek, farms swimming in Kemsa millions are playing hide and seek with Parliament.
It is very sad if such companies cannot be able to account, they cannot show accountability in the tenders they are being given by government organizations and government institutions.
Plus, Chief Justice David Maraga takes off his wig and scarlet robe.
Although I have not fully decided on what to do, this is like, again, the end of my active legal practice.
Next Friday ends an era for the Supreme Court and the nation.
And also tonight, Nanny from Hell jailed for 3 years for horror abuse on 15-month-old baby.
As a mother, I'm contented with the ruling that has been done. And I also believe that the period that has been given will be good for the offender to be able to change her ways.
I wish I could have soft and glowing skin.
New Geisha Black Soap with activated charcoal to give you soft and glowing skin. New Geisha Black Soap and New Geisha Moringa.
Oh, by the way, Carl, Mother will be visiting us this weekend.
Believe me, I'm counting the minutes. Eureka!
Red Bull gives you wings.
How powerful is the healing power of Vaseline? We applied Vaseline jelly to one leaf, the other we left alone. After just a few days, the difference is visible. Nothing locks in moisture better to keep skin restored. That's the healing power of Vaseline.
Kila siku unapokaza mshipi, unapozidi bidii, unapoongeza maarifa ya kuimarisha maisha, unapoongeza nguvu ya kukusongeza mbele, unaposherehekea na kuwakaribisha wengine kufurahia nawe, unapojijenga kibiashara na kuonyesha penzi lako. Unga unaozaidisha uko papo hapo, kuzaidisha utamu wa maisha kwa kila namna, kila mara. Familia ya Ajab imeongezeka ili uzidishe mapishi. Mambo ni Ajab.
Man, you got to have game. When it's all sweat, pressure and anxiety, yet that's just half time. Stay cool and in the game with Imperial Leather for Men range. Wear luxury. A little luxury goes a long way.
Every time Gran arrives, she always has a small reward for her.
I made this for you today.
Ah, thank you, my baby. It's so beautiful.
Wow!
She's happy, and I trust it because it's made with milk and other carefully controlled ingredients, without any colorings or preservatives. Care has been taken to make it. I love to see her happy because it meets her taste and fantasy. Kinder Joy, my trust, their joy.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more. Like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Enjoy the magic of Christmas with Coca-Cola.
Do more to protect yourself and family from viruses that remain on the clothes. Separate laundry that has been exposed and do not shake to minimize the possibility of dispersing the virus through the air. Soaking your laundry in water and hand washing powder does more to kill germs than just a normal wash. After washing, dry your clothes in direct sunlight.
They say we do the expected. We say we're more than you expect. Sunlight, more than you expect.
Every spoonful of Nutri comes loaded with the necessary vitamins, protein and minerals for you and your family to become healthier and stronger. Pick up a pack today from your nearest store.
Nutri, every spoonful counts.
And we're back. Cindy, the things that we say right before we come on camera, a lot of tweets that we're getting in right now. Thank you so much. We'll read some of them before the end of the show. At the Trend Live is our handle. Now, comedian Eric Omondi makes our next story, who on Monday suffered a major blow after his studios were allegedly ordered shut down days after he officially launched them. In a post on IG, that's Instagram, Omondi, so weird talking to him in third person. Omondi claimed the studios located in Lavington were shut down by Nairobi Metropolitan Services on grounds that they were located in a residential area and was ordered to vacate. So now Eric went ahead to share a video explaining how NMS had allegedly branded his studio illegal, sprayed his gates, but he vowed to stay put, arguing that he was not the only commercial entity in the area. He went on to show us a school. He showed us some TV station as well. And in case you didn't see the video, here he is.
So we woke up today at Big Time Entertainment to this illegal NMS site closed 30th November 2020. I'll tell you what's going on, yeah? So there you go. Sawa, Jonas kidogo. So these guys, watajua hawajui. So they're saying that we're not supposed to have a business in this area. While we have Coke studios here, we have Azam TV here, we have 3 schools here. Those are all. We have offices, but that's nifungule hapa bro. But they're saying that.
Can we just for 1 second congratulate Eric?
Yeah.
For these studios.
Push through.
That is insane.
Wow.
I feel bad.
Eric, for the first full year when he was on Churchill, did not make any money. So, you know, to see him now here creating employment, creating studios for himself is just really big. All right. So, Cindy, let me start off with you. You saw that there were businesses in the area.
Yeah.
And this is a frustration that a lot of business owners, especially when you have a new business that you're trying to start up, frustrate you. Okay, what do I do?
when will people realize that the arts and sports are very fundamental in economic growth? I mean, there are so many talks. All you have to do is go and maybe watch TED Talks or even UNESCO Talks and see the impact that these sectors have in the economy. It's not always about tech. It's not always about medicine or whatever. Sports and arts can actually improve a country's GDP. We need to move away from the fact that the only stream of income we can have is, you know, one way. If an artist who has broken barriers in a country that is not very easy to do business in, and hire or buy a place like that and improve it so that he can help other people. The least we can do from a government level is to support him. This is BS of the highest level. It is very unfair to nitpick on him. Somebody who's just starting out. This is a time when now incentive funds, and you know, I'm always Googling and looking funds from NGOs. There's so many funds for other countries, incentives to start up and do stuff like this. We have nothing. This guy has scraped from his own money and from his own effort.
And we've all seen him work
frustrated by the very people who at the end of the month are going to ask him for taxes.
Let me say something. I feel so bad when I see this. I've been Eric's creative director for over 7 years.
Is it?
Yes. I've worked closely with him. I've seen him start Eric halali. Hata sahi halali.
It's
you
actually
understand?
very true.
Halalangi kabisa, because he's thinking of content and everything. So I've seen this big time thing grow. I've seen the planning of everything. And now when we went for the launch, we were like, it's a good thing. I don't know what he did and to whoever he did, whatever he did to whoever. But let's not be personal. Let's be professional now. Let's look at it this way. Huyu kijana ni nini anajaribu kufanya? What is the benefit? Ni nini anajaribu kufanya? Can't we just sit down and try to agree? You understand? Badala ya kukuja kumalizia vitu zote. You know, it's a legacy this guy is trying to create. And it's not for himself. It's also to help other people. Na pia Eric, punguza hasira.
Kwa nini hapa na hasira? You know, those
hasira tuende tu pole pole.
Hasira hivi
lakini tusipatie watu excuse ya ku.
Wait, are you talking about Eric having something to say about Dr. Ezekiel Mutua?
No, me, I've not mentioned people.
Okay, so because he didn't say anything negative.
I'm not insinuating, but me, I feel wacha tu tusipatie watu excuse ya kutuattack.
We can't be gagged. And you know, if something is wrong, something is wrong. Freedom of speech is enshrined in our constitution.
But my question is, do we have freedom after speech?
Now maybe that's another issue.
That's why I'm.
So you're saying that he needs to face the reality and know that there are certain, you just can't poke certain bears.
That there are powers that be.
But no, I still feel like it doesn't make any sense, and the fact that they can get away with it. Like there are so many businesses in the area.
Who is these people?
You know, the ones who are going to wait for us right after.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
We continue with
You see now I'm saying we should be very careful. Let's not give them an excuse to bring us down.
But that's the thing. If everybody cowers behind that and everyone says, okay, we won't rattle feathers, that is how we will forever be enslaved.
So
50-something years after independence.
To bebe matawi. So whoever is doing that, we condemn you.
It is good for people to know that we know. You know?
Okay, we know what you are doing, and you are not doing. No, let's address this person. You are not doing it to Eric. You are doing to very many artists who are waiting to benefit from these premises. So whoever you are, God is seeing you.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. That one has hurt me. Terence hapana tuache hizi vitu za Mungu watatu.
But sisi pia tusikatae, kuna mahali pia uwezi ngangana na ndovu kunya. Hawezi ngangana na ndovu kunya.
No. We all have to have a collective voice and stand up. And you know, we are the majority. We are the ones who have the power. If more artists had the balls, literally, like Eric, and spoke up, then some of these shenanigans wouldn't happen.
Okay, basi tunaomba rais tafadhali tusaidie studio zirudi, wasanii tusirudi kwa depression. Wasanii wamekuwa kwa depression juzi na hakuna mtu ameweza kutusaidia vile. Sasa msanii anatry kusaidia wasanii, mnampia yeye mwenyewe depression.
Yes, the way King Kaka spoke up and many artists, and he was threatened and many artists came to support him. These are the upcoming artists, even those who are established. This is your time to use your voice and speak against what's happening to Eric. It's appalling. dying.
It is. It's just
Kweli,
terrible.
inauma.
And very discouraging for a lot of creatives who are coming up hoping to do something like that. It's sort of like what Tyler Perry did with his studios.
Yeah.
All right, so now finally, a Namibian politician named after Adolf Hitler wins elections as chancellor for the Ompunja constituency. In an interview with German newspaper, he insisted he had nothing to do with the Nazi ideology. And let's hope that the new Hitler is about to make his name great again. He looks mad. He looks pretty.
He looks like a dictator-ish, like
does.
a psychopath-ish.
He's called
sort of leader.
Hitler Anono.
I give some names. Guys!
But let me tell you,
Why would you get both names? Why not just like Hitler?
Yeah.
Why would the parents...
Adolf Hitler.
Or Adolf.
Why would they want to name him?
Let me tell
Adolf,
you,
I don't think
there is power in a name. And whoever, and if this guy grew up knowing what Adolf Hitler did and what is behind that name, then he is not far from doing what the real Hitler did. Because if you embrace a name, that's
what do you mean embrace a name? Our parents gave us
kuna mse hapo
names.
mtaani anajiitanga Cristiano sababu ameiva ball. Unaget? Because anataka kuwa Cristiano ama anajiita Messi sababu ataki okay, wacha tusitumie Messi because he can be Messi like you know Messi is. So let's use Cristiano ama anataka kuwa Maradona. So there is a power in a name. Ndio huwa ajiite hivyo na embrace.
It's true.
Na unaona sura yake.
That's why Jangos are smart because most are called Winston Churchill.
Wow.
Barack Obama.
Oh, Washington. They are all around. Akuna Washington, ako Kirinyaga, by the way.
But Terence, what if you named your second born Donald Trump? There's power in the name, right?
No, my daughter.
Oh no, your son. I said if you have a son.
Oh, my son.
Yeah, name him second born.
I'll have to talk to the mom because pia yako na majina yake.
Yeah.
But I will name, you know, if I named him Dedan Kimathi, it will mean something different.
Oh, that's so nice.
But I'll call him maybe James Mwangi, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I almost named my
Bill
son
Gates
Mandela.
Karanja, you know
Mandela's
such
a nice
names.
name.
Bill Gates Karanja.
Nice name.
Till I was roasted, like, guy, you're such a Jango, you just have to name after someone. So
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm being told that we're done. That's all the time that we had. Thank you so much, Terence. Thank you so much, Cindy.
Thank you, Amina.
Thank you.
Catch you next week. Terence, I can't take you seriously.
Amina, for
Okay, thank you, Amina.
I can't take you seriously. My name is Amina Abdi Rabba. Time now for the news. Catch you at 10 p.m. though. We have a fire show. Find out who will be there at 10 p.m. Time now for the news. Good evening.
Good evening. Zungu too. Good evening.
Every day, you hear news reports about the violence that children face.
We face sexual violence that tears our lives apart. We are beaten in our homes where we're supposed to be safe and even in school. We are insulted and berated.
If you see me being sexually abused, stop it.
If you see me being beaten, stop it.
If you see me being hit, stop it.
If you see me being bullied, stop it.
The violence against us will not end until you stop it. And the stories will remain the same until you change them.
Any form of violence against children is wrong. Report cases of abuse to a trusted adult, children's officers, the police, or call the child helpline 116. Spot it and stop it.
For 50 years, Kenya Reinsurance Corporation has been a reliable provider of reinsurance security and services for most classes of insurance business to over 265 companies in over 62 countries in Africa, Middle East and Asia. Guided by strong core values and certified on 2 global ISO standards, Kenya Re aims to provide seamless stability. To ensure we serve our customers better, we have regional offices in Cote d'Ivoire, Zambia and Uganda. Kenya Re, celebrating 50 years of reinsurance excellence.
What comes to your mind when you think of the perfect home for your family? Is it the beauty, the comfort, the security, the convenience, or even the affordability. Victory Gardens offers exactly that and much more. It is just 10 minutes drive from Kitengela town and 3.8 kilometers off the tarmac. This gated community project comes with solar street lighting, Maram roads, beautiful trees, 24-hour security, and water connected to every plot. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more. Like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys.
Enjoy the magic of Christmas with Coca-Cola.
It's been a year with a bit of stress for some, but Naivas is about to make it stress-free for all. Most of us, at least. Chrissy Bila worries. Chrissy na Naivas is now on. With the biggest and tastiest offers this festive season. Every day, 350 winners Kula shopping voucher worth 2,000 shillings. Plus over 800 goats to be won across Naivas branches countrywide. All you need to do is simply present your Naivas card when you shop for your chance to be one of the winners. Funga 2020 Bila Fignon. Chrissy Bila worries. Chrissy na Naivas. Naivas saves you money.
Ruiru Mabati Factory offers best quality Mabati at the most affordable prices. We pride in over 10 years experience. Our products have 15-year warranty and are KEBS certified. We manufacture box profile, Europe tile, Jenga tile, corrugated profile, among others in a wide variety of colors. Enjoy our free delivery in just 72 hours. To order, call us now on 0111 050 700. Ruiru Mabati Factory, mali safi kwa bei poa.
This Christmas, Quickmart wamesema wacha truly isuffocate, wacha truly ichoke. Jaza kwa sababu there's a whooping 1 million bob to be won. All you have to do ni kupiga shopping worth 1,500 and above. Na uko ndani ya draw. Chrissy, ibambe na Quickmart. Quickmart, fresh and easy.
God himself expects that within the space that you have and the environment that you live and work around, you have the responsibility to be a trustworthy steward, one who can be counted upon and is faithful in the things that God has put under your care and the way you steward them. And also be accountable in the public space. May God graciously help you and me that we be faithful stewards of all that is within our care.
This Christmas, Quickmart wamesema wacha truly isuffocate, wacha truly ichoke. Jaza kwa sababu there's a whooping 1 million bob to be won. All you have to do ni kupiga shopping worth 1,500 and above. Na uko ndani ya draw. Chrissy, ibambe na Quickmart. Quickmart, fresh and easy.
Oya cheki, kuna vile sasa muziki manze, kuna vile inajipa manze, yani na cheki haimaanishi tu tunajibamba, yani very regular.
Kitu ya muhimu kwanza ni kujua hali yako ya status ya HIV.
Kwa hapa hivi tuwapeleke na Rieng, tujue venye manze tutasaidiana si kama vijana. Na kwa unaogopa kwenda pale hivi kwa clinic, unaweza pitia pale hivi kwa chemist ya mtaa, uitishe a self test kit na wanauza 500 bob only. Unajitestia tu mtaani, unajua hali yako.
Manze na ukiweza patikana nayo, yani uko positive manze, usiogope. Kuna madawa yani jo, kuna counseling manze, unaweza kula fit yani, alafu unaweza piga bado ma exercise kiasi hivi. Na kama nyewe manze ukiweza patikana yani hauna manze, usiasi tu unaenda kutafuta tena.
Cheki. Ukiweza abstain.
Lakini maji yakizidi unga,
wrap it before you tap it.
La bila gloves haiwezi.
Unapoendelea kujikinga kutokana na HIV, tafadhali zingatia taratibu zote za serikali za kujikinga na virusi vya corona.
Afya bora, maisha bora. Jipime, jiinue.
Nivea Men Deep Antiperspirant with the power of black carbon formula. 48-hour protection from sweat and bacteria. For a deep, clean feeling that lasts. New Nivea Men Deep Antiperspirant. Nivea Men. It starts with you. Official sponsor of Real Madrid.
This is NTV.
Nade Jo Kisumu Nyinga and Adhiambo Zainab Ismail, and welcome to NTV on the Road Dala Edition.
Jo Kisumu. My name is, or let's say Nyinga and Dan Mwangi Otieno, and we're coming to you live from the county of Kisumu, county number 42, and this is NTV on the road.
Quite literally, Dala Edition, and we have a lot from this lakeside city. But first, the highlights. Tonight, Kenyans just can't catch a break. COVID-19 tax breaks are coming to an end.
But we put a rider that this is going to be temporary.
So tighten your belt and pinch those coins. It's bound to get bumpy in January.
Also tonight, in this episode of Heist and Seek, farms swimming in Kemsa millions are playing hide and seek with Parliament.
It is very sad if such companies cannot be able to account, they cannot show accountability in the tenders they are being given by government organizations and government institutions.
Plus, Chief Justice David Maraga takes off his wig and scarlet robe.
Although I have not fully decided on what to do, this is like, again, the end of my active legal practice.
Next Friday ends an era for the Supreme Court and the nation.
And also tonight, Nanny from Hell jailed for 3 years for horror abuse on 15-month-old baby.
As a mother, I'm contented with the ruling that has been done, and I also believe that the period that has been given will be good for the offender to be able to change her ways.
This is Weekend Edition with Zainab Ismail and Dan Mwangi.
Ero Kamano for joining us on this Dala edition once again, and we are going to be giving you a lot this weekend from this lakeside county of Kisumu. And tonight our sign language interpreter is Flora Atieno. Now the cost of living is set to go up starting next month as the government moves to reverse the tax breaks announced earlier in the year to cushion them from the harsh impact of COVID-19.
Well, the National Treasury says the tax breaks will have denied the government at least 65 billion shillings in revenues by the end of this month, something which has and will continue to affect implementation of the government's priority programs. Charity Mwangi brings this reality into perspective.
This Christmas and holiday festivities must be enjoyed with some degree of restraint. 2020, the year whose curtains are slowly coming down, has seen loss in income not just for individuals and families, but corporates and entire economies.
Even before you look at the other performance of the economy, business enterprises, already you have taken away 172 billion of the projected revenue. So that's why we are saying the revenue is falling below the projections. And therefore, how do we fill in the space? We also want to reduce on certain expenditures that will cause less harm to our economy.
Part of the loss on government has been necessitated by an unforeseen pandemic that made life difficult for Kenyans. Some tax relief was announced to reduce the pressure on the public. While Kenyans would wish for the relief to continue a little longer until the economy bounces back, Treasury says that this cannot be, and January 1st, 2021 will be the projected date for the return of normal taxation.
We put a rider that this is going to be temporary. So we intend now to go back.
While the announcement was clear, the enactment is a little fuzzy. Members of Parliament began their recess Thursday and will remain on break until February 2021. The same way the tax relief was effected would essentially be the way it should be withdrawn, through an act of Parliament. It is therefore unclear how this will be done by January 1st.
There's a lot of pressure from the multilateral agencies to reverse these COVID measures. As we've argued in the past, stimulus packages are not there forever. They're periodic. And therefore, are we going to see a reversal of these measures? Very likely. And in my view, this will only happen once a bill is tabled in Parliament.
That notwithstanding, it will be wise to tighten your belts. Pinch those pennies and brace yourself. Effective 1st of January 2021, the corporate tax and the individual tax rates revert from the current 25% to 30%, while the value-added tax reverts to 16% from the current 14%. However, the 100% tax relief for those earning less than 24,000 shillings per month remains. Charity Mwangi, NTV.
Well, it is the reality of what we're facing now. Thank you, Charity, for that report. And I must just tell you that it is quite getting chilly over here, and showers as we can experience here. But we'll continue with the bulletin, where directors of farms that benefited from the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority's 7.8 million shillings irregular procurement scandal risk being arrested for failing to appear before the parliamentary committees investigating the heist.
And that is 7.8 billion shillings. And a number of directors invited to testify before the Senate Health Committee were a no-show, sparking fury from legislators who issued a second string of summons to the COVID millionaires.
Well, NTV's Seth Olale unearths a company that was awarded close to $1 billion shillings tender by KEMSA despite being registered a month before the first coronavirus case was registered in the country.
In what is emerging as a delay tactic by suspects at the center of the 7.8 billion shillings KEMSA irregular procurement scam, out of the 3 companies invited to testify before the Senate Health Committee so far, one has not given satisfactory responses, another has failed to appear, while yet another lacked the relevant documentations. The parliamentary health watchdog is now sounding a warning.
We need a warrant of arrest for this company so that they can be brought here to come and account.
This time round, if they don't come on time and respect the summons, then we will give them an arrest warrant. There's no two ways about this now.
The legislators were referring to the directors of Bremer grain stores who for the third time failed to honor invitations, while those of Bell Industries Limited appeared virtually without any written correspondence, causing the session to be adjourned. Meanwhile, more details have emerged concerning Shop and Buy Limited that was irregularly awarded 907 million shillings worth of tender for supplying 100,000 PPEs worth 9,000 shillings per unit and similar quantity of KN95 masks, each costing 700 shillings. NTV investigates. The firm was registered mid-February, which means a month before the first positive COVID-19 case was registered. In addition, Shop and Buy applied for intent to supply KEMSA just 2 months after registering and was awarded a commitment letter by KEMSA within 24 hours after it showed interest.
Shop and Buy supplied items to KEMSA without the procurement process being completed.
And it is very sad if such companies cannot be able to account, they cannot show accountability.
Directors of over 10 companies of interest are set to appear before various parliamentary committees investigating the KEMSA heist, while the EACC is pursuing over 50 firms suspected to have breached procurement laws. Seth Olale, NTV.
We really hope that the reign of justice is going to find its way to the KEMSA heist. And speaking of rain, it seems to be increasing here, so any minute now, if it gets unbearable for us, we shall be handing over to Mark Masai in Nairobi. But we hope that Kisumu wins the day. Now, the Kenya Union of Clinical Officers are set to down their tools starting Monday in a nationwide strike which threatens to bring to a halt access to healthcare services.
Well, the clinical officers say the government has ignored their plea for better working conditions, leading to them to take industrial action, which would paralyze operations at the healthcare facilities across the country.
This as President Uhuru Kenyatta launches a multi-billion shilling post-COVID strategy today with no mention of the healthcare workers' concerns. NTV's Anita Nkonge with more.
With only 3 days to go till the ultimatum given by healthcare workers expires, the government hasn't moved a notch. That is why, with an apology, the Kenya Union of Clinical Officers say they are left with no choice but to go on strike on the 7th of December, given that their pleas have landed on deaf ears.
Clinical officers and other healthcare workers have catastrophically suffered financially without any support from the government.
Just last evening, a group of clinical officers bid farewell to their comrade Victor Tioni, who died on the 1st of December due to COVID-19. This makes him the 9th clinical officer who has succumbed to the pandemic.
Now we are contributing for our colleague in Nandi a bill of 2 million, and we want to tell Nandi County government that this one we are not going to pay. If they are not going to offset that fee, we shall marshal our people, and if they are going to detain the body, we shall get it out ourselves.
The clinical officers' demands remain the same. They want a comprehensive medical cover, adequate personal protective equipment, salaries to be paid to interns and universal healthcare coverage staff, risk allowance amongst others, and to exempt those who are vulnerable by letting them work from home. The KUCO say that they're open to dialogue. However, their terms are non-negotiable. Meanwhile, the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union also say that the strike will still commence on Monday after failure by the government to meet their needs. As the strike deadline nears, President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto today launched a 132 billion shilling post-COVID recovery strategy for counties, with no mention of the current concerns from healthcare workers.
I believe a further step towards cementing the devolution agenda, and also a testament to the ever-growing collaboration and strengthening of partnerships between our two tiers of government.
Through this multi-billion shilling post-COVID recovery strategy to be implemented over the 3 years, The president has vowed to, among other things, bring life to the healthcare sector. But those in it now would give a different diagnosis: healthcare on its deathbed. Anita Nkonge, NTV.
Now, Chief Justice David Maraga concluded his official duties today by presiding over the opening of the expanded law courts in Nakuru County, where he began his legal career more than 25 years ago.
Maraga exits the judiciary as the first president of the Supreme Court after a tenure checkered by a not-so-cordial relationship with the executive. Bridget Ngana reports on some of the closing remarks of the outgoing CJ.
He jigged with ease as he presided over his last assignment, much as it hasn't been an easy dance at the helm of the judiciary. Chief Justice David Maraga is winding up his term at the Nakuru Law Courts, where his journey in the corridors of justice began.
The presiding judge here deemed it fit that this should be one of the courts I officially opened, and actually the last one. This is a gift to me, because as I said, this is my county, this is my home, this is where I started my legal practice. Although I have not fully decided on what to do, this is like, again, the end of my active legal practice.
His term has not only seen the rapid expansion of law courts across the country, but also the digitization of court processes, a move the Chief Justice says will slay the corruption dragon that has made justice elusive to many.
I would like to urge the Kenyans to please embrace technology as we move ahead. I have said more than once that we have a few challenges with the system we have set up. And in most cases, the complaints and the sometimes very unfair abuses we receive drown what has been done.
The president of the Court of Appeal raising the alarm that all is not well at the court, since they are yet to attend to more than 7,000 cases due to the ongoing stalemate between the executive and the judiciary over the hiring of 41 judges.
By the time the 11 judges to the Court of Appeal are appointed, I'm afraid the backlog of cases in the Court of Appeal will have grown to a level that we will not be able to dispose of. We'll have overshot to 10,000 cases at that time.
The Nakuru Law Court is the 20th out of 28 courts across the country that have been expanded through a joint effort between the World Bank and the judiciary to devolve court services. Maraga leaves office in mid-January next year. Bridget Ngana, NTV, Nakuru.
The Rift Valley branch.
All right, let's now turn our focus on the rising COVID-19 caseload in Kenya, which is now over 87,200 after, let me get this correctly, 866 people tested positive from a sample size of 7,815.
Now, unfortunately, the fatalities have also increased after 6 more people succumbed to the disease. 1,506 lives have so far been lost to COVID-19 in the country. The number of those who have recovered has risen to 68,110 after 322 patients tested negative.
259 of those patients were under home-based care and 63 were discharged from hospital.
It's a very unfortunate situation there where we have more people dying still and more getting infected. And you know, in November alone, we lost over 400 people, close to 500 people in November alone. And in terms of speaking about an unfortunate situation, we talk about the nanny from hell now. And we covered this story some time back. And a house help captured on hidden cameras savagely beating her employer's baby in November 2018 has received a 3-year jail sentence. And pictures and videos of Cecily Murugi causing untold suffering to a 15-month-old baby went viral, depicting yet another tale of a nanny from hell.
Well, reading the judgment, Resident Senior Magistrate Eunice Kimayo said Cecily abused the child intentionally and she did it without any remorse. Rose Wangoi has more details.
Cecily Murugi appeared before Resident Senior Magistrate Eunice Kimayo. Dressed in a red jumper, she looked apprehensive, probably waiting for the judgment after a 2-year back and forth in court. Kenyans got to know of what Cecil was doing behind closed doors when Millicent Njeru, the child's mother, took to Facebook to share videos of her 15-month-old daughter in the hands of her nanny. Shocking images of the nanny mishandling the baby while feeding her, and this is repeated several times in the footage that was recorded 2.5 years ago. The Children's Court found 35-year-old Cecil Murugi guilty of subjecting the child to cruel punishment contrary to Section 18 of the Children's Act. Resident Senior Magistrate Eunice Kimayo sentenced Cecil to 3 years in jail for child assault and causing grievous bodily harm to the minor. Before judgment, Cecil had asked the court to forgive and show her leniency, something the prosecution objected, saying the evidence presented at the court was credible and very disturbing. The parents of the minors say they were satisfied with the ruling.
All that I can say is that justice has been served to the offender.
As a mother, I'm contented with the ruling that has been done, and I also believe that the period that has been given will be good for the offender to be able to change her ways.
The baby was left badly bruised and shaken by the abuse.
Kutoka hapa tu ni kuendelea kulinda mtoto wangu na kumpeleka the therapies she needs because that event really affected her. Okay, my advice to other mothers is to really do a background check for the nannies that you employ. Also listen to your children or observe your children, because children have a way of telling us if something is not wrong, if something is wrong.
The magistrate says the sentence should serve as a lesson to other nannies who have a habit of abusing children under their care. Rose Wangoi, NTV.
The Building Bridges Initiative referendum signature collection drive has so far reportedly generated more than 5 million signatures.
And while receiving the collected signatures from around the country, ODM leader Raila Odinga accused the Deputy President William Ruto of deliberately trying to derail the referendum process, saying there is no going back on the process.
Those who have joined the Building Bridges Initiative bandwagon are in the millions if the signature booklets from 13 regions across the country are anything to go by. So far, the total tallied number of collected signatures stands at 5.2 million signatures. Nyanza region is leading at 893,000 signatures, followed by Eastern region with 842,000 signatures, Rift Valley 817 signatures, and Central Region at 793,000 signatures, among other regions. Odinga has urged the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission to move with speed and verify the signatures to pave way for the referendum.
The naysayers out there who claim to be speaking for the people, throughout this process, the people have spoken. Let us respect the 5 million Kenyans who have appended their signatures to this. And let us respect the millions of others who are waiting out there to vote for or against the document in the referendum.
The former Prime Minister has criticized Deputy President William Ruto and his allies for trying to sabotage the exercise and pushing to have the referendum held with the general elections in 2022.
Wakati wa kutoa maoni ilikuweko. Waliuliza watoe maoni yao na hawakuweza kutoa maoni yao. Hiyo uchaguzi itakuwa na viti, sasa itakuwa viti 6 Kwanza hiyo tayari inakuwa shida zaidi kwa wananchi. Tume ya uchaguzi inataka ipunguzwe. Wengine wanasema sasa ongeza tena ingine ballot ingine ya 7. Kwa watu ambaye hawajasoma, to an elected voter, that is asking for too much.
Leaders supporting BBI have vowed to fiercely push on with the exercise, even as those allied to Deputy President William Ruto continue to criticize the entire BBI process.
How can you give conditions when the bill has already been prepared? Who are they directing those suggestions they are forwarding to? Because everything was done, the task force was disbanded, so who else can open it?
Kila siku wanatoa vikwazo mpya. Ya juzi ni tofauti na ya leo. Na ya leo itakuwa tofauti na ya kesho. Na kesho itakuwa tofauti na kesho kutwa. Wewe endelea kutoa tu vikwazo. Sisi tunasonga mbele.
Next step, the BBI Secretariat is now expected to forward the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2020, accompanied with the signatures, to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission for verification. Vincent Odur, NTV, Nairobi.
Story there by Vincent. And looking at the weather right now, allow me to give you a very short sermon on the showers that we're receiving from heaven. Is that there shall be showers of blessing, and this is the promise of the Lord above, that it is the season of refreshing scent from the heavens. And this is where we're going to hand back this bulletin to Mark Masai in studio in Nairobi.
Exactly. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll figure out the rain dynamic. Nonetheless, you could see there are people around us who are really excited about this. So Mark, allow us to hand it back to you. At least you have a roof over you, and something you may not identify with. The rain might mess my hair. Mark may not really identify with that. And I don't know, Zainab's hijab might shrink. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dan Mwangi Otieno. Otieno means born at night, and you're?
All right, I'm Zainab Nyari Ismail or Adhiambo. Thank you so much, Ore Kamano. Joe Kisumu, let's see you tomorrow. Till Sunday, we're here.
Good night.
All day, we expect our mouth to do all kinds of things. That is why it needs all-round protection. New Oral-B Pro Health toothpaste. Its advanced technology helps prevent both tooth holes and gum problems that can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your teeth, giving them all-round protection. Because your mouth is doing more than you think. New Oral-B Pro Health. All-round protection for your whole mouth.
Through Equity Group, the first batch of PPEs has been distributed to all the counties. They really feel that support from Equity because they didn't know where the protective gear will come. They are really appreciative about it.
Equity. Bega kwa bega.
Superior stain removal na mwosho moja just got more affordable na 10 bob too.
What comes to your mind when you think of the perfect home for your family? Is it the beauty, the comfort, the security, the convenience, or even the affordability? Victory Gardens offers exactly that and much more. It is just 10 minutes drive from Kitengela town and 3.8 kilometers off the tarmac. This gated community project comes with solar street lighting, Maram roads, beautiful trees, 24-hour security, and water connected to every plot. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Kila siku unapokaza mshipi, unapozidi bidii, unapoongeza maarifa ya kuimarisha maisha, unapoongeza nguvu ya kukusongeza mbele, unaposherehekea na kuwakaribisha wengine kufurahia nawe, unapojijenga kibiashara na kuonyesha penzi lako, unga unaozaidisha uko papo hapo, kuzaidisha utamu wa maisha kwa kila namna, kila mara. Familia ya Ajab imeongezeka ili uzidishe mapishi. Mambo ni Ajab.
Shawa ni sawa, ukishawa na sawa. Inakawia bana, inakawia Shawa ni sawa.
Your shower has never been better with the new look Sour. Now with a new formulation too that will leave you feeling fresh for longer, while the soap lasts even longer.
We are here today to pay our tribute to Dudu. Dudu was full of life. He bit, stung, and made people itch at his own will. He spread malaria with great pride. To the family, stay strong and believe that the larvae he has left behind will follow in his wings.
I heard he was killed by mosquito. His family does not know yet. I said he was killed by mosquito.
Mosquito kills mosquitoes, cockroaches, and all household insects.
Kufedi!
A product of Osho Chemical Industries.
Na data statements kujua vile bundles inatumika, dial *544# and select check balance. Kumbuka pia, the first time you access your data statements una get 200 MBs completely free.
Welcome back to NTV Weekend Edition. And yes, we started off live from Kisumu County, where we will be throughout the weekend and into the week, in fact, as the Kusi Festival ran by the Nation Media Group starts on Tuesday and on Wednesday. But just to look at some of the major sectors and the heartbeat of the county of Kisumu, more than 2,000 livestock farmers in Kisumu County have switched from keeping low-yield indigenous cattle to highly productive dairy breeds in a move which the county government says is aimed at boosting the farmers' income and making Kisumu a food-secure county. Oko Kusa takes us to the cattle farms.
We got to Nyakach right on time to catch Samuel Ochieng feeding his cattle. Samuel is amongst hundreds of farmers here in Kisumu County who are beneficiaries of a dairy farming project run by the county government.
I'm relieved. I'm no longer going to the market to buy milk. The milk I'm getting is enough for the family, and at the same time, the surplus I give to the community around.
A few kilometers away, we find John Owana, another beneficiary. 10 liters of fresh milk daily.
That is what has maintained me. I only use 1.5 to 2 liters. That one is enough for me and my family, and the rest goes to the market.
Another benefit he derives from the animal is manure, which he uses to grow bananas.
Truth be told, that the county government has done a lot of good.
And the good deeds extend all the way to Mzee Douglas Owiti's homestead, where some 13 liters of milk are produced daily and sold to neighboring households. The growth of the practice has grown the demand for a processing plant.
To our vision, we feel if each and every home around here in the ward can get cows, then why can't we get a small dairy plant?
Shida ya market ndiyo hakuna, kwa sababu ni watu tu wa kijiji wanachukua. Aishi.
Establishing something like a dairy processing plant is not something an individual can undertake. And then that is where now the government comes in to chip in and provide the structural market structure and even organize the people to be able to market their products.
Other challenges the livestock farmers here are facing include cattle rustling, which has seen farmers like Douglas lose their animals. However, that has not dampened their spirits.
The population of dairy cattle in Kisumu County is now 2,000 and something.
Since the introduction of the exotic breeds, the population of indigenous cattle, which is susceptible to disease and has low yields, has continued to dwindle, with more farmers opting for the dairy cattle. Okokusa, NTV.
Kisumu County has embarked on the construction of modern markets in all sub-counties as a way of creating a conducive environment for small-scale traders. The county says it is determined to not only improve the market infrastructure, but also increase access to flexible loans to business persons. Zacchaeus Mosame takes us to the markets of Kisumu.
500 waliingia hapa, 200 waliingia pale chini Chichwa open air market. Wenye tuliingia hapa wafanyabiashara walifurahia sana. Kwa serikali walitumalizia hizo shida zote yenye tulikuwa tunapitia.
Carolina Koth is one of the hundreds of traders who are now enjoying the shelter at the newly constructed Chichwa market at the heart of Kisumu city. She says the structure has served relief for most of the traders who used to suffer, especially when the rains fell and poured.
Pale nje tulikuwa na challenges ya mvua na jua na vitu zetu zilikuwa zinaharibika. Tulikaa chini na serikali yetu ya county, gavana wetu mpendwa Profesa Nyang'nyong'o akatujengea soko letu nzuri Chichwa. Sasa alitumalizia shida yetu ya mvua na jua. Mpaka tukapata Chichwa tukaingia. Watu wetu wote walikuwa kwa triangle ya sports ground. Tulikuwa 1,200.
Members of PASU community-based organization from Shaurimoyo Estate in Kisumu also have a tale to tell. The 35-member group is among the beneficiaries of the county trade loan, which was used to start a poultry keeping project they ran up to date.
The county government was hands-on. They had officers with us in every step of the way as we were pursuing the project. Yeah. So the county government helped us a lot in terms of finance and the necessary requirements we needed to make this project kickstart.
The Business, Cooperatives and Marketing Ministry in Kisumu County has also put up markets at Orowe, Awasi, Kombewa and Katitu, and is planning to set up 3 more in the remaining sub-counties.
Concerned about enhancing the business environment, and we do this mainly through the construction of markets. We make sure that in all the sub-counties, we are constructing what we call modern retail markets. So far we have done 4. There's one at Awasi, there's one at Korowe on your way to Kisumu from Ahero. We have completed a beautiful one at Kombewa in Seme, and we are going on with the construction of another one at Katitos.
The construction of phase 1 of Kibuye Market is a significant move, which the county says holds a lot of promise.
Kuru Market is a modern market that has all the facilities, has all the amenities, has all the services. And for this, then it should be able to encourage the traders, make it possible for the traders to maximize their profits, to maximize their trading abilities.
The construction of phase 1 of Kibuye Market at a cost of 700 million, the county government of Kisumu aims at improving the working environment for small-scale traders as well as opening the economy for Kisumu County and its environs. Zakis Masame, NTV, Kisumu.
Zakis Masame's piece on the trading in Kisumu County brings us to our break. Business news is up next. We'll be getting into the corporate world in a moment.
Kitisuru Amani Gardens apartments located near the International School of Kenya are almost complete. American kitchen with featured cabinets, solar panels, bedrooms with an ensuite master bathroom, swimming pool, gym, backup generator and borehole, among other features. Call us. Our Kenyan number is +254 733 926 935. In the USA, call +1 205 948 7797. Kitisuru Amani Gardens Apartments, where elegance and luxury meet.
Rhino Mabati Factory Limited is a manufacturer of custom-made roofing mabati up to 6.5 meters that save up to 25% on off-cuts cost. We offer fast free delivery countrywide. You can now enjoy our Christmas mega sales on all tile profile charcoal grey matte finish gauge 28 at only 645 shillings per meter. Visit any of our factory showrooms in Kitengela along Namanga Roads or Meru Makutano. This Christmas, Anana's Mall Thika invites all to discover Thika, Bambika Thika Kikwetu. Lots of mbuzies to be gifted at the newly opened Naivas supermarket in the mall. Happy hours starting 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at our Choma zone every Sunday up to 27th December 2020. A free glass of wine for every kg Choma. Terms and conditions apply. Real Christmas, real fun. See you there. Anana's Mall Thika, Shoppers Paradise.
Nestle Ceravita with Grain Smart, a smart combination of vitamins, iron, and minerals that gives children the nutrients they need for a great start for school. New Nestle Ceravita with Grain Smart, also available in a small affordable pack.
Man, you got to have game. When it's all sweat, pressure and anxiety, yet that's just halftime. Stay cool and in the game with Imperial Leather for Men range. Wear luxury. A little luxury goes a long way.
Let's do some business now. Sports betting firm SportPesa has been dealt a fresh blow after the Betting Control and Licensing Board cancelled the license of a company that had acquired the rights to use a SportPesa brand name in Kenya. In a statement copied to mobile money service providers Safaricom and Airtel, BCLB chairperson Cyrus Maina said Milestone Games Limited had breached the operating requirements and Section 5 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act by changing the ownership structure of the company without notifying the board of the changes. Now, these changes include, at least by the board's account, were effected immediately after the company was licensed, and seeing some of the shareholders of Pevens East Africa, which was the original owner of the SportPesa brand, become majority shareholders in Milestone Games Limited. The board says the company can make a fresh application in accordance with the relevant legal provisions. Electricity distributor Kenya Power has waded into the raging debate over the growing shift to solar power systems by heavy consumers, arguing that it has not been left behind and it is, in fact, one of the partners in the Kenya Off-Grid Solar Access Project, COSAP. Supported by the World Bank and implemented by the Ministry of Energy, Kenya Power and the other partners, COSAP seeks to have 250,000 households served by standalone solar systems and 150,000 households in 14 marginalized counties served by clean cooking solutions.
There will come a time, and very soon, and that's why we are saying we are not going to be left behind, where there will be those people who will be able to afford and put up very large plants of solar. Those large plants of solar, they'll be able to consume what they are able to consume, and do what we call feed-in tariff to our grid. Because not every Kenyan may be able to do what? To install the same power. I mean those panels of solar. And so the grid will be able to take the same power to others. And that's a partnership I'm saying that will be able to bring down the cost of that power. Likewise, I've said that in a small way, we have also partnered with other people, other partners, to be able to avail or to be able to facilitate with equipment for solar, where they are able to, us and partners, being able also to give our own customers as a choice. That's what they want. We give them.
Six years into its formation, the Agriculture and Food Crops Authority will be dissolved by the Ministry of Agriculture in a move that will see the resumption of crop-specific boards to manage the more than 100 cash crops in the country. Initially, AFA, was touted as the solution to all the farmers' woes, and this time, as Bridget Sngana explains in this week's Food Friday, a separate board will handle the trading of the crops for purposes of transparency and protection of farmers' incomes.
This is the Pyrethrum Processing Company of Kenya, formerly the Pyrethrum Board of Kenya. It is one of the founding pillars of Nakuru town as an industrial hub, a meeting ground between agricultural production and value addition. In the 80s and early 90s, Kenya was the global leader in the exportation of pyrethrin, which is drawn from the petals or flowers of the pyrethrum plant. In the late 90s and early 2000s, the Pyrethrum Board of Kenya collapsed, owing farmers and the government close to R1 billion. And with the proposals to have the crop boards back into operation, what will this mean for farmers and cash crops that earn this country foreign exchange? In 2013, Parliament enacted the Agriculture and Food Authority Bill, Crops Bill, and the Kenya Agriculture and Livestock Research Bill. This move brought to an end the existing crops boards, merging them under the Agriculture and Food Authority, tasked with accelerating the growth of agriculture, enhancing farmers' incomes, and developing cash crops to boost the foreign exchange earnings of the country. But now the Ministry of Agriculture says AFA was a miscalculation and it is time to re-establish the boards.
There has been a rethinking in government that let's go back to where we were those days in terms of having the big value chains, the big crops that drive our economy, being given dedicated boards that will focus on their revival and revitalization to improve farmers' income and also earn foreign exchange for the country, and also food security for our country.
But according to the Agriculture Cabinet Secretary, managing the cash crops through AFA has proven difficult since every crop has specific challenges and a one-size-fits-all approach cannot solve all the problems of the more than 100 crops classified as cash crops. Agricultural research has also been on a tragic decline due to poor funding that even the struggling cash crops now risk collapsing.
60% of what we call agriculture is crops. So if you have only one institution dealing with it, you put yourself into problems. It was not visionary. And then the way it was created, it was on board with 17 board members.
And as the ministry embarks on the major reforms, winning over the farmers to resume the production of some of the prime cash crops is the next significant hurdle.
Farmers' income, especially smallholder farmer income, has been going down. There are a lot of also cartels in those sectors. So part of the reform is not just creating boards, it's also seeing how do we deal with these cartels, these vested interests that milk the farmer, but don't let the farmer earn a reasonable income for him to continue investing in the farm.
The Agricultural Commodity Trading Board will be the sole entity responsible for trading the produce on the international and local markets, with emphasis on all transactions being done digitally.
We want to also utilize technology, digitize the markets, commodity markets, so that there is price discovery and transparency in the marketing. That's how we will deal with those organized cartels that make sure that farmers don't get the best prices.
Parliament is yet to debate and enact the 5 bills that will re-establish the boards, and the Ministry of Agriculture remains confident that this time farmers' needs will be effectively met in the new order of things. Bridget Ngana, NTV, Food Friday.
Bridget, brings us to the close of the business bulletin, but NTV Weekend Edition continues. We'll have a different form of bullseye after the break.
Living to make each day a brighter day. The confidence to create opportunity. Going ahead is our courage to do something new. To go ahead. Now, that is the Kenyan spirit.
The county government of Kilifi, with approval of His Excellency the Governor, Honorable Amason Jeffa Kingi, has granted 100% waiver extension on all interest and penalty accrued on outstanding land rates and single business permits. Property owners in Kilifi County are advised to take advantage of the waiver period that starts from 1st December and ends on 31st December 2020, on condition that the principal rates and single business permits are paid in full. Property owners are advised to obtain invoices from the Sub-County Revenue Office where the property is located and make payment by depositing cash or banker's cheque to our bank account. Once the waiver period lapses, the county government will institute all necessary measures to recover any unpaid rates and penalties, including repossessing the property. Tulipe ushuru, tujenge Kilifi.
Rock Industries brings you rock plastic with a variety of kitchenware, ranging from kitchen dishes, cups, plates, clothesline pegs, spoons, and even rulers for learners. All this coming in your preferred size, beautiful colors and texture, and our products are one shop away from where you are across the country. All Rock Industries Limited products are 100% virgin raw material that is cost-friendly. For these and more products, contact our offices on 0722 575619 or 0736-02-8181. You can also visit our offices in Industrial Area, Ndume Road, off Longa Longa Road, Nairobi.
Beginning of the year, nobody knew about this pandemic. Sometime in March, people started realizing that this is a problem. China, which is the largest producer of masks, with orders from all over the world, could not supply, and the prices shot up 100 shillings. At that time, when such an incident happened, everybody has to come together, like Equity Foundation came and saying, let's try and help. They said this is what they require, give us a pricing, and eventually they started distributing to all the hospitals. We imported 20 machines to make 200,000 masks a day. In the first week of April, we were producing about 150 to 200,000 masks a day. Currently, we are producing over 500,000 a day at 6, 7, 8 shillings a mask. Equity Foundation has done a phenomenal job. They put the producers, the suppliers, and the people who are using it together. Right now, if you go to any hospital in Mararal, Marsabit, Lamu, all the hospitals, everywhere, everybody's got PP.
What comes to your mind when you think of the perfect home for your family? Is it the beauty, the comfort, the security, the convenience, or even the affordability? Victory Gardens offers exactly that and much more. It is just 10 minutes drive from Kitengela town and 3.8 kilometers off the tarmac. This gated community project comes with solar street lighting, Maram roads, beautiful trees, 24-hour security, and water connected to every plot. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Welcome back to our special kind of bullseye, being that we are being hosted by Kisumu County this weekend. And when you hear about Luos, what comes to mind? Is it flamboyant, proud, and lovers of English? And is it big words? And we asked some residents of Kisumu what they think about these stereotypes and what this is the case.
Well, Luos as a communities, there are sometimes we could be paraphrased as the Bretons. They are always induced to checks and balance when it comes to linguists. That is why whenever they are speaking in Queen's language or in estuary English, actually they speak like somebody from Southeast England. So, by the virtue of being being diplomatic, that is why they are always using the right things at the right times. Luos as a communities are not proud people. Always they used to accommodate circumstances within their jurisdictions. And that is why people sometimes mistake them as being proud. Always they like something that is nice. Luos, whenever they move or whenever they are performing, actually they adapt to fountains of excellence in their performance. But because other communities sometimes do not like fountain of excellences in their in their performances. That is why sometimes they subject Luos as some, as a people who are very proud, but they are not proud.
As it is always said, Kiswahili came through Indian Ocean, but it never reached the Luo land. It died somewhere before reaching Luo land. So we got interested in English. So that's why we do everything possible within or without our means to ensure that English now takes part of Swahili.
Because Luos are intellectuals, Luos are learned, Luos are exposed, and Luos are all over the world.
Do you think that Luos are proud?
Luos are very proud. We are very proud, and we are very proud of our culture. We are very proud because Luos, as a Luo, we always look for we always look for solutions of problems, and we solve our problems ourselves as Luos.
We are learned. When the British came to Kenya, even the first constitution was brought to Kenya by the Luos. Jaramogi Oginga was one of them who went to Lancaster House. We take education very seriously. Yes, we are proud of ourselves because God has made us. So we are proud because God made us to be proud. It does not mean that we are proud to look against others. We are proud and very honest to each and every one of us. Well, that is nature. You see, if you look at the Bible, after the creation, after God had made man, then the Bible says that God looked at man and say, indeed, it's beautiful. Indeed, the creature is beautiful. So, even as being a Luo, you have to be proud of yourself. If even God himself is proud of you, so why should not be you should not be proud of yourself? You add value to what God has created. It's an appreciation of God's creation, and you live a comfortable life, a lovely life. That makes you to stay long.
You need a thesaurus to understand some of the words there. We'll be having a rerun of that tomorrow during our 1 o'clock news update. The sports news is up next after the break with Ida Waringa.
Malkia siku njema anatunukiwa offers kila siku.
Piga *444 hash utunukiwe Credo double.
Chrissy bila worries. Chrissy na Naivas is now on with the biggest and tastiest offers this festive season. Every day, 350 winners Kula shopping voucher worth 2,000 shillings. All you need to do is simply present your Naivas card when you shop for your chance to be one of the winners. Naivas saves you money.
Union Pay cards are widely accepted at POS and ATM nationwide. Union Pay cards can also be widely used for e-commerce payments. These and many more local and international merchants accept Union Pay. Hey Kenya, it's time to earn while you spend with your Union Pay card. Yes, you get 10% back on every purchase, rewarding you as you swipe. Union Pay, your way.
It's a full house this season when the family comes together.
To reconnect.
One thing we do, we watch GoTV. We love it.
It is everyone's favorite place this festive season. Usimiss out. Get GoTV decoder kwa shilingi 1999. GoTV. Love it.
Did you know Did you know at Ruiru Mabati Factory you can open an account and lipa pole pole at your convenience? Did you know at Ruiru Mabati Factory you can get customized sizes according to your roof plan to avoid wastage? Did you know Ruiru Mabati Factory offers free delivery countrywide within 72 hours?
To order, call us now on 0111 050 700. Ruiru Mabati Factory, Mali Safi kwa bei po.
One people that are going to grow and celebrate each other. Let us celebrate our unity.
A very good evening to you. Hoping your weekend has gotten off to the perfect start. I'm Ida Warenga. Well, Kenyan champions Gor Mahia need a 1-0 win to advance to the next stage of the CAF Champions League, courtesy of a Charles Momanyi first leg goal away to Rwanda's APR. Their preliminary return match is on Saturday at the Nyayo National Stadium.
Tulikuwa tunatarajia ushindi tukiwa huko away, lakini haikufanyika. Lakini uzuri wa hii competition uko na second chance of which tuko nayo kesho, na tunatarajia kwamba tutatoka na ushindi.
Kumekuwa na tofauti kubwa sana na ile wiki iliyopita. Maana ile wiki nyingine ilipita mazee kidogo wachezaji hatukuwa na wote. Lakini kwa sasa tena kitu inatupatia nguvu zaidi ni Benson Omala amerudi kutoka timu ya taifa vijana, na huyu ni kijana kama tutakuwa tunataka bao na kama atakuwa anaanza kesho, niko na matumaini kubwa sana kijana atakuwa anatupeleka mbele na atakuwa anafunga bao.
Well, Wazito FC bounced back from a humiliating first-round loss to see off Vihiga United 3-1 at the Utali grounds in the Football Kenya Federation Premier League. Boniface Omondi opened the scoring in the 12th minute before Dennis Nganga doubled the hosts' lead 15 minutes later. Former AFC man Wyvon Isuza gave Wazito a cozy 3-0 cushion before Norman Werunga pulled one back for the returnees. In the day's other game, Henry Onyango's sole goal ensured KCB continued their positive start to the campaign with a 1-0 edge of top-flight returnees Nairobi City Stars.
Chances in the second half, and I believe we deserve minimum draw today in the game. But again, congratulations for KCB, they are a good team.
Si tunajaribu, tuko na target yetu msimu ukiisha, na tunajaribu sana tuweze kushinda kila mechi ile tunacheza. So kwa saizi hatuangalii namba ama nini, but sisi kitu tunaangalia sana ni tupate point 3 kwa hiyo mechi yetu.
Right, and much more league action tomorrow through to Sunday. Well, let's move on. And the Kenya men's basketball team might have qualified for the final round of the 2021 FIBA AfroBasket qualifiers, but their narrow success was met with several hiccups, including having Kenyan-American forward player Preston Bungei missing. Bungei plays for Norfolk State University's Spartans.
Obviously, it was disappointing, of course. As a competitor, you always want to go out and play. But for me, I knew the guys were still playing, and that's the most important thing. You know, I'm not bigger than the team or anything, so I knew the guys had a job to go do. So I wanted to support them the best way that I could. So when I was able to go to the Mozambique game, I made sure I was the biggest cheerleader and the loudest one in the arena. So, you know, I just wanted to have the guys back and make sure that they would go out and perform. Definitely, you know, we have a lot of film to watch. I think we got killed in transition.
Indeed, and much more on that story in due course. Well, it had been 271 days since Arsenal fans had last been at their home, the Emirates. And who knows, it's perhaps their presence that buoyed Arsenal to a 4-1 win over Rapid Vienna in the Europa League. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta said the return of just a small number of 2,000 fans, quote-unquote, made a huge contribution. Alexander Lacazette gave those gathered at a social distance an early reward with a spectacular 25-yard drive on 10 minutes. Pablo Mari on Twitter. See you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.
And that's it for NTV Weekend Edition, our first night here. Of course, we go on till Sunday, and you can hear probably some of the music in the background. That's a Trend team getting ready to start the show with Amina Abdi Rabar and team. So stand by for that. Have yourself a good night and a safe weekend. I'm Mark Versailles.
This is NTV.
Nivea Men Deep Antiperspirant with the power of black carbon formula. 48-hour protection from sweat and bacteria. For a deep, clean feeling that lasts. New Nivea Men Deep Antiperspirant. Nivea Men. It starts with you. Official sponsor of Real Madrid.
This Christmas, Quickmart wamesema wacha trolley isuffocate, wacha trolley ichoke. Jaza, jaza, jaza. Kwa sababu there's a whooping 1 million bob to be won. All you have to do ni kupiga shopping worth 1,500 and above. Na uko ndani ya draw. Krisi ipambe na Quickmart. Quickmart, fresh and easy.
Any form of violence against children is wrong. Report cases of abuse to a trusted adult, children's officers, the police, or call the child helpline 116. Spot it and stop it.
It's great here in paradise. Not too much going on though. What have we here? An Eve. Hello there, little bird of paradise.
A real gentleman wouldn't whistle at naked ladies. Who are you, anyway?
Adam's the name. Might I seduce you with a Red Bull?
Red Bull? Aren't you supposed to use a serpent for that?
Not necessarily. Red Bull is the energy drink that gives you wings.
Okay, I'm easily tempted. But surely we can't fly out of paradise?
Come on, I'll show you paradise.
Ooh.
Kuchukua selfie ni kuchukua control ya future yako. Buy an OraQuick or Insti HIV test kit from your local pharmacy or through MyDawa. Hurry and get yours today at 150 Kenya shillings for a limited period of time. To talk to someone on how to use the test kits or interpret the test results and what to do next, call 1190. Amua kujua. Chukua selfie.